We are live, guys. Well, we're not live because we're not live streaming, but we are live. Like fucking the video, start recording. This is episode 4 with J and J podcast. I got my partner John, and we got a recurring guest, Wildcatbold, right here. And hopefully, I'm gonna try to get Tommy on again if he gets home on time. Last time he didn't, so. Or maybe he just didn't want to join.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But we got a lot to talk about, man.
Especially a lot to talk about today.
Oh man. A lot of shit. I got some new topics too. That's at the end though. But I guess we should start out with just updates on how we're doing. We gotta ask the guest first.
Well, right now, I guess we're going back into quarantine, like officially. Apparently, the county of Orange has officially announced that they've been closing up gyms, restaurants, all that stuff. But besides that, I'm still job hunting right now, and then I think it's gonna be a little worse now since we're that's a bitch. But
yeah.
I mean, overall, everything's been good so far. Child's doing well, and I got plans about some music soon, hopefully.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was making music and I kind of stopped. But,
it's hard. It's really
hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, you have a studio, maybe it could work. But
yeah,
I'm doing good so far. How about you guys?
Good. John, even though no one cares. I'm just kidding. But I
didn't. No one cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Just kidding.
But I'm doing all right. Same thing over here. We're gonna be on lockdown.
Yeah.
Everything's shutting down over here. The gyms too.
Yeah, we just.
We've been here for a while, but hey.
Yep.
I got basketball to watch.
Thank God. Thank God, man.
It's coming soon now. We're only a couple of days away, and I swear to God, if the Am Silver says something like, "Yep."
Oh my God! If he cancels it, man.
Go to his house, and we're gonna cause problems.
If you are gonna go out,
we're gonna riot.
If you don't. Yeah. If you do, wear your fucking mask.
Exactly. I got mine too, but it's over there.
Like, but like I said,
don't wear Charger colors.
Oh my God! But me, I've been using this YouTube. I do like self-studying for next semester.
Yeah.
And then as far as I'm gonna do Last of Us 2 New Game Plus. So.
Oh, nice.
Stay tuned, everyone.
Gotta beat that game, bro.
Yeah, I played it. I'm actually playing it right now, but I'm just gonna start another one.
Gotcha.
And this actually is harder. By the way, once you beat it, when you're on New Game Plus, it is harder. Like I'm dying more this time. I'm fucking dying a lot.
I heard it's very, very strong.
Survivor, dude. I tried Survivor. I couldn't, man. It's too fucking hard. It's fucking like it's no damage. I think basically no damage at all. You get shot, you're dead. You get bit, you're dead. I mean, fuck, dude. But
yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
I have to beat it though because I have a lot of games I need to finish. I need to beat Resident Evil 3. I bought it, I haven't finished it. I gotta beat Last of Us 2. I haven't beaten it yet, and I just got.
It's a long game.
Yeah, it's still like. We'll see. I gotta beat it though.
But yeah, like John said, everything's closing out here. Fucking gym. I just started going, man. I can't go now.
I started going back too, man.
And Thomas, I'm pretty sure he's pissed too because he was going too. Now it's closed.
Like, bro, we need a workout. Like, I understand that you think we can work out at home, but like, it's a struggle. I mean, like, we live with family.
Exactly. For me, it's hard to work out at home because I know I'm not going to be able to. I got other stuff to do, and sometimes I get lazy at home. So it's better for me to actually go somewhere to work out.
Like, if I was younger, maybe it would work because I used to work out when I was younger, like at the house, like P90X and Insanity. Now, like I'll just go to the gym. Fuck it.
Dude,
I get distracted too easily. So
there's less motivation at home. Like, you don't want to do that. But YouTube, I've been trying to like learn how to promote shit more, like Twitter. Like I just found out you had a Twitter. I'm in Twitter for my thing.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I got one too.
Yeah.
I post a lot of shit on Twitter. I kind of just like keep it, like I post like so much.
I saw you growing on there too, so I need to do that. There's like Reddit, Discord. There's like stuff where you start groups and then they'll come to your channel. That shit's hard, man. You just gotta
to promote my social stuff is because the reason why like I feel like the channel should go first and then I promote my social media last. Kind of
that's true. Yeah. But YouTube's a tough business, man. You gotta get people to like your shit and then get loyal people that will watch whatever you post.
There's just a lot of loyal people out there.
It's hard though, man. It's hard. If your shit's boring too early, they come up and they stop watching the video.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna start.
I'm in a rut right now. I'm trying to figure out what else to play.
Yeah.
I've just been playing Call of Duty and all that other stuff, and I'm in the
middle.
Animal
Crossing, bro. That's fun. That game's really fun.
I've
been wanting to, but I don't know. I'm not in a rut right now. I don't know what to play anymore.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for these new games to come out.
With Quarantine 2.0, we're in a new rut again.
Which is PS5 drops, man. Then everyone. And I just heard too recently in the insight that they're gonna possibly start raising the price because of a high demand, which makes sense. I was hoping like originally they said it was gonna be about $389 like the PS four, but like I was like, nah, there's no way everyone's gonna buy it the first day, so it's probably gonna be like at least maybe $600. I'm calling that.
Oh yeah, that's
makes sense. It makes sense.
But I guess the first. This is actually we're gonna start with one current event and then we'll do the rest after everything. But the Twitter hacks, like high profile Twitter's getting hacked. Like Bill Gates got hacked. Obama. It was basically like it was Bitcoin. It's like you give 1,000, I'll double it. I'll give you 2,000. I was like, what the fuck kind of hack is that? But
I think for the most part, when it's just like it's strange because they attack mostly like the billionaires.
Yeah, they attack Bill Gates. They attack Obama.
Elon Musk.
Joe Biden.
It was a company that got hacked. I think it was Sony. Again, I don't know what's going on, and it's like I feel like
so weird.
Strategically attacking mostly like the lower level, mostly like multi-millionaires. I don't know why it was happening.
It was all like verified. Like, I saw a rapper.
I didn't even know that happened until hours later.
I saw on Instagram. I saw someone post about it. Like, the fuck is this? I saw like Bill Gates and. I saw a rapper. I forgot his name. Which rapper?
I think it wasn't. It was Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? But that's just weird.
That too, man. I miss Kanye, bro.
Whoever hacked, we could say whoever did is a good hacker.
Well, this is mostly like I'm not surprised. Twitter, everyone usually gets hacked once in a while.
Even the big names get hacked.
But I was just surprised to know it mostly it was just Bitcoin, which I didn't understand.
I don't.
Trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't even know. These guys went down. It was pretty amazing too when I saw it.
It was.
Yeah, I was like, was that a Bitcoin ad or some shit?
Nah, it had to been like hackers like that, just like they were strategically trying to attack.
And I feel like whoever hacked, they didn't just hack the accounts individually. I feel like they hacked Twitter somehow and like got the biggest accounts. I feel like the hack was more sophisticated than people think. I'm like, I was
surprised. Yeah, surprisingly though, no nudes. I didn't see no nudes. So
no nudes.
Come on,
I'm like, you have all this power, and that's all you're gonna do. Like, you have all this power. You have their
people. Yeah. You're not gonna show the nudes. Come on.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you have the power. Yeah, that's true.
I've always wanted to see Jennifer Aniston naked.
Oh man, I used to look that up when I was
that makes sense.
A kid. But I was like, you hacked their shit, and that's all you're gonna do. That's sad. But yeah, man, that was when I saw that, I was like, the fuck is this? I didn't really think much of it, but
it's weird right now,
but I guess the first thing we should do, since it's the most fresh in our mind, UFC 251 recap.
Oh yes,
God,
that was epic.
Live reaction is up now. It's done good. It's done good. But
I saw that too. That shit was dope. I was like,
dude,
holy shit.
We were like enjoying these fights, man. Besides obviously the main event, that shit was.
Yeah, it was good though. I really liked it.
Yeah. Well, I was like, fuck. But let's start from the bottom. Paige Van Zant versus Amanda Ribas.
I mean, that one was like no brainer. Like I wasn't. Really
I didn't
surprised.
know. I didn't know she was that good. Ribas. We were very impressed.
Fuck,
she fucking killed Paige. It wasn't even close.
First round 2 in 2 minutes. Like holy
shit. The way she had the armbar and then she like extended it out to another submission. Like, wow, that's high.
Never get out of that.
That's high level. I'm like, she's definitely a jiu-jitsu fucking master.
She's a big name. I would love to see her like in the future. I think I could see her potentially becoming like a big name in the UFC.
She could be a contender at that weight division. I think that's one.
I wasn't expecting it to go that short.
Yeah, I thought Paige would.
Am I surprised? Nah, I think women usually are the first. Like I'm not being sexist. I'm just saying. Usually women like their fights go on for like a while. That's like it's just striking out. If it's like submissions, they end it early.
I know. If you have like a beast, Ribas is just a beast straight up. Like, I was like, dude, she dominated the whole fight. She was beating her on the feet, like striking. She was a better striker. Obviously, better jiu-jitsu, better ground game, better all around. It was a complete dominance. I was like, as far as Paige, I mean, she could go to Bellator with her husband. Her husband's in Bellator.
She could. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Personally think right now, I think it's a good opportunity if the UFC, because now UFC is kind of going through a lot of I feel like there's some financial stuff that Dana White's gonna have to be doing because with everything he's been putting into like this fight island and having to pay his fighters, it's a lot.
Yeah, she's 8-5 now. I think this was the last fighter in her contract.
If she fights one more time, I'm pretty sure she's gonna retire or just go somewhere else.
I would say, I mean, she really doesn't need to stick around. She doesn't earn much anyways. I think she earns more on social media than anything. I mean, I think Bellator would be just fine for her and her husband together there. She'll be just fine whether she fights here or not. To be honest, but that fight was what it is. But
Hey, Jay, but is your audio a little low? Because it's really hard to kind of hear. I can hear you fine, but it's turn up a little bit. So we can just,
I think I can do that. Where do I get it? Oh, here we go. I can turn it up. Fuck, man, it's already all the way up.
It is.
Let me see.
I can't even find over here on my side.
I know I can hear you, Jim. I can hear you, John, but Jimmy's a little bit hard to hear.
All right, I switched mics.
There you go, much better.
Okay.
Yeah, much better. Like you were so like low. Oh my god.
All right.
It's okay. You're good though.
Hopefully, it doesn't fuck up the recording.
Nah, you'll be good. I think I just couldn't hear you. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Honestly, too, I think Amanda did a good job. She ended it like pretty early. I think it was setting it up for a good, she's flyweight, right? Flyweight.
I think they're flyweight.
Strawweight, I think.
Strawweight, 150. I think they're 115. I believe. I can.
Now she's flyweight. So yeah.
Oh, flyweight. Okay.
Oh, 125. Okay.
Dude, that's oh my god, dude. That's
the champ. Yeah, the champ up there is Shevchenko. She's 135.
The two belt champ.
Yeah, Shevchenko is 125. Valentina's a fucking animal. But she was the closest to beat Amanda, but I don't think she's too small. I think that's the problem. She's not big enough.
Too small. Amanda's like a man.
She's a big woman, yeah. Valentina might have the technique, but I think she's too small. Amanda has more power, yeah. But as far as Ribas, I think Ribas can be a contender. Would she beat Shevchenko right now? No, but
nah, it's too
not right
early.
now. She's too early. Her striking's way too. I think her striking's above, way above.
She's only 10-1 too. Personally, I think that she should just get a couple good more fights, and then probably call someone out or call whoever's top in the division.
But Shevchenko is like everyone else down here. Shevchenko is like way up. Her striking is it's fucking way better than everybody else.
Oh my god, dude, I remember that fight.
She's so good. She's fucking
murder that chick though.
Yeah, but that's that fight. I guess there wasn't much to say since it ended so quickly. But next one. This one was a good fight. Rose Namajunas.
Andrea versus Rose Namajunas.
Namajunas, yeah.
That fight, honestly, I watched it.
That was
good.
It was split decision. It was 29-28, 29-28, and then Rose got two judges.
I think, I just could not agree with that. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I think the last round, I think Jessica did win the last round.
Yeah, one judge did give it to Jessica. I thought Rose did win, but it could have gone either way.
I know, but if you look at Rose's striking, like, dude, she fucking clocked her good. Jessica, I feel, got maybe the second last, but I think 1, 3, and 4 went to Rose. I think she kind of did. The only thing you add that conversation to is because Rose did get cut last round, which I was like, oh no, she got cut. Oh shit, it's over.
Her eye was swollen. Yeah. One thing about
it happened though.
I thought Rose is a better striker, but Jessica, she hits hard. She hits harder. She has more power. But
Jessica thought I know. I was like, Jessica, there's no way she won. I was like, no fucking way. There's no way she's gonna win this match. I thought Rose she took it out too. The last round she got cut. She pulled like a Rocky Balboa kind of win.
Oh yeah.
She got a takedown.
No doubt.
Rose got a takedown. She got a takedown, and I think that really helped her win the last round in the judges' eyes. I mean, but
as far as good fight though.
Really good fight. It could have gone either way.
Fight, I think that one was way better than the first one because
As far as Rose, honestly, I think she could maybe beat Zhang, maybe. But the thing is, Zhang, she beat Joanna, and Joanna, you could say beat Zhang.
Dude,
they gave it to Zhang.
I know, but if you look at Zhang, what she did to her, like her head got massive.
Personally, I thought Joanna beat Zhang, to be honest. But yeah, when it's close enough, they usually give it to the champ.
Well, she was all messed up too. Like her forehead was massive, and like Zhang was like she was like she ready to go like a couple more rounds.
This is what I said.
I see that fight. Zhang Weili versus Rose,
dude, that's a whole fight.
Dude, it's the bloodiest fight in the women's division I've ever seen before. Like, dude, it ended.
This is what I said about Rose last week before the fight. I said it depends on her mindset. When her mindset is like when she's in it, she's maybe the best in the world, and we saw that against Joanna. We saw that on Saturday.
She looked great. She looked like she was like mentally stable. I feel like I think her striking just needs a little more like work because I feel like she got a lot of good headshots in, but like Jessica was able to dodge him so quickly, and I feel Rose, if she improves more on the striking technique, she could do better because her kicks are really good too.
Yeah, Rose is really good, but if she's, I think she deserves. I think it's either Joanna or Rose deserves the title shot right now.
Yeah, she's
10. I would be fine with either one.
Yeah, I would love.
They're both really great fighters.
Yeah, I think Rose. Rose at one point was actually one of my favorite women's UFC fighters, and
she's really good. Her strike is pretty damn good.
And she lost her couple fights back. Yeah. But then now she's making she's slowly making a comeback, especially with right now. I think I can see her going for a title shot maybe in a couple more fights.
She's arguably the best on the planet right now. She's fucking good. Yeah. But that one was close. The striking was very close. The first couple rounds, Rose was using her distance well.
Yeah, it was good.
Andrade kept trying to kind of throw haymakers to try to close it.
The haymakers I felt could have worked, but the problem was I think Rose was able to dodge because they were so noticeable too.
Yeah.
She did go for. She was trying to submit her too, which it could have worked, but Rose is so is she small? She's really smaller than Jessica.
She's tall. She's taller than Jessica, but Jessica's stronger for sure.
Physically. Yeah, I can tell it, dude. She's built Jessica's built well. Rose looks like she's slim.
Jessica started to get in a rhythm towards the end of the last rounds because if she hadn't got a rhythm, Rose would have beaten her easily every round. But first round was easily Rose. Jessica couldn't hit her for shit.
She was just
Rose had amazing footwork, amazing timing. Her distance control. I was like, Jessica can't do shit. The second one, she started to get a rhythm a little, and then
Jessica was trying to get because I remember I saw a headshot that just got on her. It was really good.
Yeah,
that's why I did it on her.
She definitely hits harder than Rose, though, that's for sure. Yeah. And then the last round, last round is when she started. I think I would say Jessica won the second round, and then I would say the first and third went to Rose, but the third one's arguable. But I thought Rose won the fight.
That was a really close fight, but
it might have been the best fight of the night, as far as
I think. Yeah, honestly, because in women's fight that I've seen, that was probably really good.
Yeah, but that's that fight. Yeah. Might have been it actually won fight of the night too. The UFC gave fight. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. But next one, this one's probably the most controversial. Max Holloway. Oh no, actually that's the next.
No, bantamweight. That's the one with Triple C's belt. The one
I forgot. I actually skipped that one. Aldo versus Peter Yan. That one was.
Let's be honest, man. Jose Aldo. Oh my fucking god, dude.
He got gassed. He got gassed out. That's what happened.
Gassed out, and then he just got tired. I'm like, dude, you didn't do anything. I swear, Peter Yan too. When I saw him, I think the first round, he was kind of getting worked in.
Aldo looked really good the first couple rounds.
Yeah,
he did definitely.
Yeah, he was piecing him up. He was looking sharp, explosive. But when you're fighting a 27-year-old hungry fighter, you got gassed out.
It's not called Peter Yan. Petter.
Oh yeah, Petter. I guess it's Petter. Yeah,
Petter Yan. It's Peter.
Yeah, but
he's Australian, right?
Petter Yan, man, that guy is a beast.
He's a real deal. He's a real deal.
Fucking great, dude.
He's a real deal.
My question is though, why didn't they stop the fight earlier?
A lot of people talked about it. I think it went on a little too long.
I think the reason why was because Jose, he was down, but he was so I don't know who was the ref.
I don't know.
Responsive.
Yeah, I think they were showing respect to him by giving him a chance, but
I understand that, but dude, I think right when it got to round, I think 3 or 4, that's when Peter stepped into high gear and he actually started getting good hits in. And Jose, I could tell when he got hit, dude, he was struggling.
I think the ref might have let it go on a little too long. He let it go on for a minute straight, him getting his ass whooped in the turtle position, just fucking like that. I was like, yeah, stop.
I think the reason why too is because they didn't want to make a controversial decision like what happened with Dominic Cruz and Triple C too. Because remember that fight, they probably didn't want to do that because they felt especially this is for his belt, this is for one of the Triple C's belt, the vacant belt. I felt that's probably why they kind of kept it going because if they did the same thing they did in the last fight with Dominic Cruz and him, they probably would have got called out for that again. So that's probably why they kind of kept it going.
It was up for grabs after the third. It's just Aldo got tired. That's what happened.
That's all. And then
all I can say.
Fourth round,
all you can say is he got tired. Petter was fucking hungry as fuck and knocked him. Basically TKO'd his ass. I was like,
was he crying too? I don't know if Jose was crying because dude, I could tell that dude got fucking. When he got fucked, when he when he had his butt down, like he tried to go to it was just yakking him, and then like
he's
they
devastated.
fought the foul. Yeah,
Fucking devastated, man.
but that was so like, bro. I'm surprised they just kept the fight going. Like, bro, he's like getting hurt. Like I see the blood is pouring. Like, dude, he's getting hit like face shot.
What hurts him so much is he hasn't had the gold since Conor knocked him out. 13 seconds.
That's sad, dude. I hate that about Jose because
that broke him. That broke his spirit, man.
He needs to
What's his record been?
I think it's like 20, 22, and
he's like 20 something and 6, but he's lost
7.
Before before McGregor, he only had like 2 losses. He's lost a lot.
There was a DQ, wasn't there like a DQ? He had it up like not too long. Was it? I don't know if it was Jose. I think it was another person who had like it was a DQ.
But I know Aldo beat him twice. Yeah. Marlon beat him. Who else beat him? Someone else beat him.
There was someone else. It was. I remember specifically it ended with a DQ because I think he hit him and he gave him a kick right in the groin. That's I think the fight they called it. So yeah. I don't know who it was.
But as far as Aldo, I think his time's up, man. He's not gonna. I don't think he ever wins the belt.
You think he should hang it up?
I think he could fight still, but he's never gonna win the belt.
I feel he should get one more fight and then just call it quits. I feel like he's been in the UFC for a while. Like
he's only like 33, but he's been in it for a long time.
Yeah, at that age, usually people around their 30s they start hanging up the gloves, especially at that age.
But he could fight still. He beat a lot of people, but he's not gonna beat the champ.
If I was him, I would just go like if I can, because I feel he should do like become a commentator because I feel he can really do good at that.
Maybe in Brazil, he could be a commentator. But
fighting wise, I feel Jose is there, but I feel like maybe he's not training. He's not hungry enough because I just don't. When I saw a fight, I felt Peter was like way more hungry. Jose, he looked hungry too, but I just didn't see it. I felt
Jose,
like he was
so Peter Yan, man, that guy came in with a game plan.
That guy's good.
He just he was really tired too. The first 2 rounds I feel they went to Jose, but then 3, 4, 5, it went straight to him.
As far as what's next for Petter, it's easily this one guy named Aljamain Sterling. He's the next in line. He beat Cody Stanghagen in like really impressive fashion. He's beating everybody, everyone. He's the next in line. Cody Garbrandt, if he can win a couple more, he's up there again. But he lost 3 straight, so I can't give it to Cody. He only won 1.
You can't give it to a guy who's lost 3 straight.
Yeah, by knockout too. He got knocked out 3 straight times. But
Peter's he has 1 loss. Isn't he?
He has 1 loss. But Aljamain has been killing it. He's been killing it.
I could see,
that's gonna be good.
If I were to see, in the future, I could see because right now I feel they're gonna let this island thing go for a little bit longer, and then they'll probably sell for next year for him versus Cody. Yeah, if
Cody can win more, he might be the next opponent after Aljamain. Unless Aljamain beats Petter, which he could beat him. But that's that one. And now the most controversial one, I think by far, Max Holloway versus Alexander Volkanovski. First of all,
I hated that fight so much.
Yeah. First of all, it was 48-47. One judge had it for Max, the other 2 had it for Alexander. I had Max winning that one. Pretty convincing.
I had it 3-2.
Yeah. I had Maxwell, but I was just like, you know what? I feel they're gonna pull some shady shit, and I was totally right. I went for Alexander. I felt like they were gonna fuck him up.
I thought it was pretty convincing that he won. It wasn't a robbery.
Yeah,
I know. It wasn't a
robbery, but
no way.
Yeah, it wasn't a robbery, but I thought Max won the clear. I thought he won the clear, but I mean
that was crazy. Max put on a good performance. He was hitting his shots, and I was like, really? You can give it to Alex?
You can watch those replays, like, bro. There is no way that you're gonna give this guy Alexander the belt. And here's why I feel like this was a plot, and this is how hypothetically I think about it. I feel they kept Alexander the champ because 1, he's only had 1 loss, and on top of that, I think what Dana White's trying to do, and I don't think Dana's involved with it. Hopefully, he's not. I feel they're trying to keep the champions, like the winners, on that island, and then when everything kind of calms down, then they'll go back to the arena and they'll sell more tickets. I feel that's what they were doing.
Conspiracy theories.
That's a conspiracy theory.
Well, Dana said Dana was mad about it too. He's like, you can't let these fights go to these judges.
That's true. He thought Max won. He thought Max won too.
Everyone does shit. But I was like fucking shocked. I was like, "There's no way." I watched the replay so many times. There was so many headshots. I think Holloway, sorry, no, Alexander, he only got like I think one good round. That was it. That was like I think the last was the fourth or fifth round.
Alexander was starting to come back towards the last 2 rounds, but it was still Max. He was still winning the fight.
And the thing is, what I don't get is, Max had 2 knockdowns at the end of 1 and 2. I mean, does that not count?
That was pretty cool.
I thought those count more. I guess not. I thought they were 10-8 rounds.
I can't understand, like, dude, like how are these judges basing it? And I'm telling you, I think they need to fire those judges. Like, I think they did it recently. I think
horrible
Dana White's. Yeah, they need to hire like better judges because I'm telling you, all these controversial decisions in the UFC are becoming like well known because there's just so many. Even the Dominic Reyes versus John Jones fight, I feel like there's just something going on that that they're trying to save money. They're trying to.
I feel like these judges have no experience at all.
Yeah, they don't. But as far as Max easily won 1 and 2. I think.
Yeah, of course.
No, and I really thought he won the third convincingly too. I don't know why they gave it.
The third should have been straight to him because I think.
I thought he beat him fair and square. And 4th and 5th, I do give it to Alex. He did. He came back, but that's still 3-2, and he had 2 knockdowns at the first and second round. I'm like, those not count.
And I don't know how these judges are basing it off. Like, are they basing off of takedowns or strikes? Because I think that either way, they should have been either or.
A knockdown, a knockdown should be worth more than a takedown. Like, it's not. That's one of the rules, but I guess not. You fucking gave it to Alex. I was like,
understand, dude.
That was
in the reaction video. You can see our face where
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
What?
That was bullshit. But
I mean, we wanted Max to win, but we picked Alex. But the outcome of that was like, I don't know about.
It's a rematch too. Like, bro, this is it ain't like this is a rematch. This should be serious. Like,
to me,
that's a serious fight.
To me, Max is a champion.
Fight, but I feel like that controversial ending just tainted it.
I think Max is a champion, man. Max is a champion in everyone's eyes right now.
I'm pretty sure if someone knocks out Alexander, I think Holloway will probably go for him. Or they could do it. Has there ever been like a third fight in the UFC? I don't know.
Oh, DC and Stipe, that's gonna be one next month.
That was 1-1.
That's 1-1.
Fights. Yeah. I don't think the 2 fights where someone's won 2 straight.
Yeah, but that one, he shouldn't have won the fight.
I think Alexander needs to lose in order for him, Matt Holloway, to kind of get the belt. Let's go for the belt. But
Max is gonna have to beat him every round to win. I'm like, dude, he beat him. He knocked him down twice.
This is insane, bro. Like, I feel that these judges that Dana's hiring, or wherever he's getting it from, I feel like they're not professionally knowing how to judge based on. I think most of them could be boxing, type of judge. That's how they're basing it off of. But still, like,
I think a 10-point.
I feel like they don't know what they're doing. Like the Zone and Bellator, they have professional judges and they get this shit right, But
I think a 10-point system is not. It's not. That's boxing. There's a 10-point system in boxing. I think in MMA should be like more points, like a 100-point system or a 50-point system. More judges, maybe like 5, 6, 10 judges. I don't know. Maybe they should better system. Man, it's bullshit. You should have won.
I mean, I know my theory. I believe they're trying to keep the champions like for now, and then when the UFC or the pandemic ends, when they can actually go back to the gym, everybody can do the thing. I feel like that's when they'll start judging correctly. It could be a theory. I'm just.
Well, one thing I have to say though, people shouldn't give Alex shit because he did his job. They just gave it to him.
He did a job,
but not his fault. It's the bitch ass judges. It was their faults. But it wasn't a robbery though. I don't call it a robbery because a robbery to me is when a guy wins 4 rounds clean and they give it to the other guy 4 or more rounds. That's a fucking robbery.
That's how it is. But God, dude, I feel bad for Holly. His son was his son there? I think it was.
Yeah, Max even apologized about it. Like, dude, you want to fight? He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't want to lose in front of my son. I'm like, you didn't lose. Fucking judges fucked you over. But
yeah, I think too. Imagine there was a huge crowd of UFC fans.
Oh,
they probably booed him.
Oh, they would have. They would have been throwing shit. Yeah.
They would have been shocked. Like, are you kidding me?
Everyone would have been.
Would have been thrown. I would have lost my shit.
That was bullshit. That was complete bullshit. But that's that one.
Good fight, tainted ending.
Good fight, yeah. The ending kind of ruined it. But the main event, this one was definitely not a robbery. Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal. 50-45, and one judge had it 49-46. I'm guessing they gave the first round to Masvidal. But that's the only round he might have won, maybe. And I still think I thought he lost the first round too. But to the takedowns, but it was dominant, boring. But that's Usman for you. That's his style.
And trust me, I got drunk and I texted you like, I told you I had to go.
But this is what I said at the beginning of last week. I said in the last podcast, I said it all depends if Usman wants to strike. If he accepts the invitation of Masvidal to strike, he's gonna lose. If he doesn't, he's gonna win. And that's what he did. He didn't accept it. He mauled it.
Game plan. He stuck to his wrestling and won the fight.
Everybody made fun of me that night. They were calling like, "Well, you trying to suck on the BBC?" I'm like, "Yeah, the big black champ."
But here's the thing that I did notice, even though Masvidal lost, every time they engaged in striking, besides the last round, because Masvidal was tired, he's a better boxer, man. It's pretty clear. He's a better striker. He was piecing his ass up. He was piecing Usman up, and Usman's like, I can't strike him. I think he was trying to. He's like, all right, see how good he is. He's too good.
Isn't he a wrestler?
Yeah,
Usman's a wrestler.
He's a college.
I want to say pure wrestler, but
he's college. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah. But every time they would strike, I think he realized like, oh fuck, Masvidal's too good. I can't beat him at this, so I'm just gonna keep mauling him. That's what he kept doing. Every time they would engage, he'd get pieced up. He'd get fucked up.
Put up against the cage and start trying to. I think what he was trying to do was trying to put Usman down, Jorge down. Like he was just trying to.
He has really good. I think the first 2 rounds he stuffed 7 out of 8 takedowns. Masvidal stuffed 7 out of 8. That's really impressive. So what he did, he's like, "Fuck it, I can't take him down. I'm just gonna hold him against the fence and win by."
Stomp his foot. That's basically
what on his feet. Like
he won with octagon control. That's how he won.
That's basically what strategically people do in the UFC. Like, don't be reckless and try to go for striking unless you get a job. I felt Usman did a good job.
He did.
He put him up against the cage, and I was like, that's perfect because I've noticed that in the Nate Diaz fight, if you put Usman, when I saw a fight, when Nate had him on the cage, I felt like that's kind of where Jorge kind of gets, has more problems where he can't, he has no rhythm to move his arms and shit.
But Usman, he's for sure the stronger man. He's for sure the better wrestler. But you gotta give Masvidal props for his defense. He was never in any danger. It was boring as fuck, but he was never danger.
I'm surprised too. They said there was headbutts. I did see one, but
there was
a headbutt. But
Jorge Masvidal was getting a little upset. He's like, "Come on, man, he's headbutting me."
Yeah,
he hit the ball too. I was like, "Damn, I saw that."
He grabbed it. He roped his ass. Like the fuck.
Well, too, you gotta realize that.
I was like, "Whoa!" Hey.
I think Jorge's he's taller than Usman, right? Isn't it? I think he's
No. Usman's 6 foot. Masvidal's like 5'11".
Oh shit! Really? Yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe they're on the cage, but yeah.
But because he was. But as far as who won, it's obviously fucking clear as day. But it's boring. It's boring.
Everybody was pissed off everybody was just pissed off about that fight though, because they said they're making excuses now for Jorge. I'm like, why are you guys making excuses for him? He lost.
He lost the fight. But people are saying
for taking that fight on 6 days' notice.
Yeah,
they said the 6-day notice. I'm like, bullshit, because you know what happened? If he truly didn't want to go, he like the weight loss, he lost 20 pounds in 6 days, so there's no excuse.
As far as Masvidal, if I have to criticize his thing during the fight, he didn't. Okay, especially at the first couple rounds, he was kind of like content with being against the fence. I'm like, dude, you're losing. Get the fuck off the fence. But like,
he should have started elbowing him when he was on the cage. I don't know
why
he didn't do that.
He didn't really start trying to the end. I'm like, dude, why didn't you do it at the beginning? You're already tired.
He tried to throw that knee. Like, bro, what are you doing? It's like that's basically what Tony Ferguson tried to do when he.
I'm like, you're already tired, dude. Why the fuck are you? Why are you trying now? Why didn't you try at the beginning? Yeah. But would a full camp make a difference? Maybe he'd have a better game plan. Maybe he'd be better conditioned. But I still think he'd lose. Honestly,
I think this is not over. I feel like right now it's just basic again because the problem was everyone was hyping Jorge. I'm like, but you gotta realize too, Usman is the champion. Like you really think this guy's gonna lose to Jorge Masvidal, a guy who, let's be honest, like his record's not it's not the best, but it's starting to look great. But you gotta look at it from a perspective of and if you're gonna put money and statistics on this, Usman is the better choice because the guy only has 1 loss. He's like 17-1 now.
Yeah, he is.
And on top of that, Jorge, in my opinion, I feel he's not. And this is my opinion. I feel he's not champion material. I feel like he needs to prove himself again. Yeah. He got a couple good wins on Ben and Nate, but those fights and was it Darren Till? Yeah, Darren Till. So he had a couple good wins. But I just don't see him as champion. He needs to really prove himself. I just don't see it. I feel like he's just getting those easy wins so easy.
Yeah, as far as what's next for them, I think Gilbert Burns is a deserving next guy up.
They might do it. They might do a rematch. I feel like after Gilbert though, they might call a rematch.
Jorge, I feel like Jorge has to win though. He has to win.
But Burns is the next in line.
Yeah, he's the next in line. And there's also Leon Edwards. He's won 8 straight. He's won 8 straight fights. So he's fucking good. But I think it's Gilbert maybe as far as Jorge could fight. I mean, there's a few fights out there. There's obviously Leon. Leon. There's a Leon fight. There's a Colby fight. That'll be a good fight. I feel like Colby would wrestle him too, to be honest. But there's Colby. There's Woodley. I mean, Woodley. That's probably the last one.
Woodley just said he was open to fighting Colby, but not on the planned date of August.
Yeah, I feel like Woodley has to take some time off, to be honest.
What about Darren Till? Is he still for? I know he has.
No, he actually went up to middleweight now. Yeah.
Oh,
I think he's too fucking big to be fucking 170. He's fucking.
Yeah, I give you that. I mean, when Jorge dropped him, I thought Jorge was done, but then he came back and fucking killed him. But then again, too, the guy's like Darren Till's like 24, I think.
He's huge. He's a fucking huge guy.
He's a young guy, so yeah, he's got potential. I could see him possibly taking on.
But there's a lot of good.
I would like to see an Israel Adesanya and Darren Till fight.
Yeah, I think Israel whipped his ass, but yeah.
Yeah, I have it. But do you guys know, like, they just made UFC history that they have 2 Nigerian champions in the UFC?
Adesanya
And Usman are like the only 2 Nigerian UFC champions.
Francis could be if he wins, but
he has to win though.
He has to beat either Stipe or DC, whoever wins in August.
He wins, man. And John Jones, like shit.
Fuck, dude. That's a hell of a fight.
So is Francis the next in line?
I would say. I mean, I don't see anyone else. He's beating Junior Dos Santos. He's beating. Who else is beating? Curtis. He beat Curtis Blades twice. He beat Alistair Overeem, Rozenstruik, which we saw that one. He knocked him the fuck out. He's beating everyone. He's beating everybody. Like everyone besides. I think he hasn't beaten Daniel. He's never fought Daniel.
Nah. I think they ever fought yet.
He lost to Stipe. We saw that. Stipe earned that shit, man. Holy shit, did he beat him? But,
he worked. I mean, when I saw that fight, I felt like Daniel was not on his A game that day. I felt like he didn't take the fight seriously.
But now we're gonna see. I think whoever wins that fight, Stipe versus Daniel, has to fight Francis. They have to fight him. I think Daniel's gonna. I feel like if Daniel retires, obviously it's gonna be vacant. Vacant title. If DC beats him and then retires, it'll be a vacant title. So it'll probably be like Stipe versus Francis or some shit for the vacant.
But I'd be surprised if Daniel calls out John Jones. Like,
oh god. He wins. I feel like John has to take that fight. I want to see that shit so bad.
Because I think the reason why too is either you take this fight, you take the rematch. If Daniel wins the fight, you take that fight, or you fight Francis.
A lot of money.
This holdout, I think what John Jones is trying to do is like he's trying to look for like a bigger payday because he even said himself too that he feels he's gonna get knocked out, and I'm like, yeah, you will be knocked out like Francis.
Dude, that's a hell of a risk. But as far as how this pay-per-view did. Yeah, so keep in mind this is on ESPN, so numbers are low in general. But it did 1.3 million. The Masvidal versus Usman, 1.3. That's a lot of fucking. The last one that did more was obviously the one that's done more than anyone ever, Khabib versus Conor, and that was before ESPN. I think that was before the ESPN deal. That was like it was regular pay per view. So for him to sell over 1 million pay per view, that's fucking dude. He's a huge star.
What about the Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal fight? How much did that one sell? I heard that one.
That one's on ESPN too.
Yeah, I don't think it did.
That one was like they did well too.
I think that one didn't do as many as this one, but
because it wasn't a championship, it was actually just for a belt.
But I just can't believe that Masvidal, for him to do that much. Yeah, he's a huge superstar, man. He's fucking huge.
I felt people are trying to give him an excuse now of like, oh, he took the 6-day short notice. You know, like he had to lose so much weight. I'm like, but he did it though. Like he didn't say no. If Jorge truly felt that he didn't want to do this, he should have just not taken the fight. I felt like he should have like, waited out and then maybe set up for it in November, but not. He took the fight. He lost the weight, so there's no excuse. He just lost the fight. It happens.
Yeah, but as far as
he's taking he's not mad about it. He's taking the loss well. Like he said too. I want to run it back.
He said he made no excuses. He's like, I lost. I just lost the fight. But I'm glad Masvidal is like that. He said it's all business. He's kind of like Conor in that way. After the fight, he's like, it's all business. It's all business. All the shit talking is business. But
it's not personal, but the media makes it personal. They try
they always do. Oh yeah. But Usman,
he's the one that really took it personal was those.
But Usman, he's a champ, man. He's just rightfully so. He's the top of the game.
I would love to see him against Gilbert. I feel Gilbert could be a good opponent for him.
Wrestling is going to be interesting. Jiu-jitsu is going to be interesting. He's world-class jiu-jitsu. Like, he's won world championships in jiu-jitsu. So, if he gets him on the ground, I wouldn't. First of all, I wouldn't take it with 50 grand. I don't know if he wants to do that. That's fucking dangerous.
The guy too.
Just at this point, just let him fight. And whoever wants to step with that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to see Masvidal with a full camp. See how he does. I still think he loses, but I want to see it. I still want to see it.
I want to see it because I know he's been posting. He has his own YouTube channel now, and I'm following him on his little website. So he's putting in the work. He's doing a phenomenal job. So I think the most problem that I'm feeling he's lacking though is like he's not very a composed fighter. Like I feel like he's just like a street fighter, and he knows but he knows how to do it.
He's a little too reckless. Yeah.
He needs to have like an actual like a trainer, like one who's properly trained who can actually get him in like to a good fighting shape instead of just being like this, entertainer.
The last guy to beat him, who pieced his ass up, was Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy's a striker.
Wonder Boy.
He pieced Masvidal up. He pieced him up, knocked him out, I think. But actually no, I don't think it was a knockout. I think it was.
I think it was a decision. I think.
Yeah, but Masvidal has to work on his wrestling. His clinch work obviously we need some work if you want to beat him. Usman's the best, but I don't know, man. I think
it's gonna. I feel like what's gonna happen now. I feel like when Gilbert comes back, and then that fight will determine whether or not Usman wants to challenge anyone else, or he's gonna wait for someone to call him out. I feel like it's being set up because recently too. I don't know if you guys have watched. This happened I think yesterday. Usman called out GSP.
Oh yeah, that fight. I think GSP wouldn't take it because Usman's just not a big name. Money isn't there.
And GSP, does he really want? Dude, you really want to come back? Like I don't see it. Like it's not GSP style. Like I would Usman, like he's just happy he got the big win over a guy who's not really a champion. He just fought a guy who's just basically like a big name. But GSP, I think he should just don't listen to this guy.
Yeah, GSP. I think he wants a money fight, and then the other side, UFC doesn't want to pay someone who's just gonna win the belt and leave again. That's what GSP's gonna do.
Yeah,
he's gonna leave and take the belt.
That's what he did with Bisping. He beat Bisping and then he leaves again. Like, UFC doesn't want to do that. But
plus he's old too. He's like what 30, 38, 37.
He's getting up there now, yeah.
So there's no way I would never pay it for it unless don't be a team where team Chuck Liddell type of fight. Go
fuck
part 3.
Don't be that sad.
Chuck Liddell should have hung it up 10 years ago. To be honest.
And he fought him again. And he lost.
He got fucking murdered. He wasn't even the same fighter. I don't even count that, to be honest. He was. It's not Chuck. That's not Chuck. It's not Chuck Liddell.
UFC. It was like a different. No, it wasn't even UFC. I think it was on another.
Oscar De La Hoya's shitty MMA promotion.
Yeah, he was. That was a joke. That was a joke. But that's not Chuck Liddell. That's someone else. That's an old man. But
that's Chuck Liddell.
I still have a 2-0 for Chuck because Chuck, when he was Chuck, Tito never beat him. He knocked him out. I think he finished him both times. Knocked his ass out. Yeah, but as far as the card, overall, it was a great card. Yeah. Obviously, it did amazing. It got 1.3 million. Fucking a lot. That's a lot, especially at ESPN. The deal, which is more expensive. Goddamn. Masvidal made some money. I'm gonna say at least a few $1 million for sure.
He had to have him because I think right now with everything going around, because especially with this fight island, bro. I don't know how long they're gonna keep going with it because I think Dana White too is gonna get involved with the judging now. I think he's planning to get rid of the judges and get better judges for the next fight, which is coming up on Saturday.
To me, they should just like redo the whole system. It's bullshit, man. The way they do the shit.
I don't know how many judges.
Ridiculous.
Joe Rogan said like maybe 10 judges. Maybe they have like a monitor. They see the same shit we see, like the TV. They see the whole fight. And they're experienced fighters. They're ex-fighters, ex-coaches, whatever. Not like these random ass fucking people that don't know shit about fighting. Like, why the fuck are they judging, dude? What is that? But
it's weird.
Fucking dumb. And it's not a 10-point system. I'd say 50 points, 100 points. So it's more.
UFC's a weird game because like it is a professional sport. I'll give you that, but it's just like judging it is hard because I don't know how the judges are basing it off of. They can be basing it off of anything, so you don't know how to judge it.
It's subjective. Like people like, oh, that takedown was more than that punch. I'm like, I don't know. Man.
It's not like boxing because in boxing there's 12 rounds and you can actually see who did well and who didn't. Like UFC's like 5 rounds, so it's kind of like you gotta base everything.
And there's a lot more shit involved. There's like takedowns, there's striking, but that's a good card overall. Maybe we should go to the next topic, NBA. I got a few things there. I guess the first thing, this is kind of like I guess not that big of a deal, but I saw there's an anonymous snitch system in Orlando, so you can snitch on players that are breaking the rules or something. Like Westbrook, he got snitched on for making, or who was it, Jimmy Butler or something? Yeah,
it wasn't Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
It was
for dribbling. Yeah, for dribbling the ball, like
I think it was Jimmy Butler. It was Jimmy Butler. You're right. It was Jimmy Butler.
What I was surprised LeBron James just says like, "Hey man, I saw Kawhi Leonard and I saw Janice. They were not in their hotel room. So like,
oh my god." Honestly, I don't care. People are like saying, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, I don't care.
It's not. I mean, honestly,
snitching at times. Snitching is wrong. It's like a fucked up thing. But like this is actually good. Yeah. You don't want people leaving the bubble and infecting other people.
So I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Just don't be.
I'm like Jimmy Butler. Don't fucking dribble the basketball. Go outside of the court in Orlando or some shit.
Don't be a D'Angelo. Oh, swear to God, bro. I would hate to be someone with a D'Angelo Russell right now. You know.
I just know people are gonna have fun with it. I guess.
Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of fun.
Even Doc Rivers said, even the Clippers head coach Doc Rivers like, I'm gonna use it on LeBron. On all the other teams.
I'm gonna do it.
Make sure we have an easier chance to win a championship.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure L will do that shit just to get a championship.
But I guess I don't really care. I mean, it's funny.
I mean, cool. Have you guys been hearing the reports too that Westbrook and Harden apparently are tested positive for Corona?
I know Westbrook did. I think hopefully, yeah, they're gonna be fine.
Westbrook did and Harden did too.
They should be.
They said quarantine inside for 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's before.
Get retested again.
They have just enough time before it starts, anyways. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it's tough right now because especially like with. And then with everything being shut down again, like damn, this is not looking good. And then we're not even we're like 2 weeks away from the NBA restart, and then now everything's going back in lockdown. So I'm like, fuck. So this is gonna be bad.
Yeah, this shit.
Well, just as long as you follow the rules. And,
yeah.
You know, I think the fucking mask would be a fucking issue.
I think that with the NBA players, they should be fine unless one of them has like an idiot like J.R. Smith. Don't go buy Henny at the store.
Yeah. Everything besides the food looks like shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah, it does. They have like fucking Lunchables or some shit.
They apparently too. Some of the NBA players are calling out. I think Orlando, the resort where they're staying at Disneyland or Disney World. Sorry, like that they're in bad health conditions. Like that they're full of there's bugs and like they're not clean. Right? I'm like, well, guys, like you're here for 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm pretty sure like a lot of +2.
I think they're gonna be there till October, December.
Yeah,
so I mean, they're gonna be there for a while. So like, you guys, unless like you guys decide to end it early, I mean that's on you. But I'm pretty sure.
Unless your family, if the family's even allowed there at this point, bring them food or some shit.
Yeah, hopefully, man. They should have a system.
With that, and I just feel they're gonna be okay. Like they're just. I mean, I understand. Like it's such a hassle because it's so inconvenient. Like we're having to stay here just to play a game. That's like we're not gonna have fans. I think a lot of these NBA players are just trying to really just cope with the system.
Yeah, I mean,
you just gotta deal with it. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, guys, what I don't understand, like, guys, you guys getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball.
It shouldn't be that hard.
You have your own facilities.
Like, bro, you're getting a lot more privilege than like when most Americans are.
Yeah, I'm like, buddy, just enjoy the basketball, man. Enjoy the.
I'm not even here to bitch, like, bro, like you're just here to play ball, like entertain the world, like. Forget like you're in bad health conditions. Like, bro, you get paid to play basketball.
Like LeBron, just win the ring, man. Bring it back to LA. But
Rondo just had successful surgery on his.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be out like.
He'll be back in time before playoffs.
Yeah, he'll be back.
What was his thumb or pinky that broke?
It was his thumb.
It was his thumb, yeah. So it's 6 to 8.
He's out 6 to 8 weeks, but knowing Rondo, he'll probably be back maybe sooner than that.
Yeah, he's tough.
I think with this now, this puts a good position for Caruso to step up because this kid, I feel,
Caruso,
he's really good.
I like Caruso.
But I think it helps a lot too with like the people that the Lakers brought in, like Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith and all those other guys that they brought in.
Yeah.
Gives them more time, gives them more minutes on the court for chemistry.
Yeah.
I think helps their chemistry.
Especially with LeBron and J.R. Smith, I feel like this can really help out the most because those two know each other. Like they can work together.
I feel like they don't need to practice more together because I feel like those two are already in rhythm.
Yeah, it probably
know how they play.
It won't be hard for them. Yeah, it won't be hard.
If J.R. Smith leaves LeBron right behind him, he's gonna fucking alley-oop it off the backboard. LeBron's gonna catch him.
Now he pulls that shit like he did when he was a clean, like where fucking like 30 seconds, like 10 seconds on the clock, he runs the ball down court.
I'm gonna be honest here. J.R. Smith is not the villain in that. Okay, it was George Hill for not making those free throws.
He should have made him.
Leave my guy J.R. Smith alone. It was George.
He should have passed the ball. Like for God's sake, why the fuck you ran off court?
I don't know why he ran away with the ball.
Like, why'd you run away? Like, there's no reason. I mean, I see
a layup, man.
And that part, yeah, but like making those free throws, that wouldn't have happened.
George,
I'm asking my question always asking, was he drunk? Because he did not realize how tense the crowd was getting. Like, bro, like
maybe he panicked under pressure. I don't know.
They would have won the game one then.
Yeah,
that would have been.
He probably would have gotten one game out of the whole series.
Sure, maybe it better nothing. You know.
Yeah, that's true. But that's that. Another thing. I guess another thing
too. There's been an incident too with one of the stairs from Sacramento. Apparently, like he was caught for. I think he left.
Oh, he's leaving the bubble. Food from Postmates. Now he's got corona.
Oh my god.
Why would you leave, guy? Call Uber for God's sakes.
Yeah, just fucking Postmate, bro.
Like, dude, what?
No, he picked it up. He went to go pick it up. So
God.
Go get it. Now he got the virus.
I mean, I don't
God damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Every fucking time, this is gonna be a big problem. Like, a lot of people should. These players, like, bro, you're gonna get your food served to you. So, like, just keep it simple.
If you are want to get Postmates, just make sure that person that you're getting it from is wearing fucking gloves when they give you the food.
Yeah, like
don't they have like NBA assistants that basically help deliver the food to the people?
They should have that.
I think so.
That's what they should be doing.
They should be like, hey, dude, go give me some Chick-fil-A.
But the facilities that they have around there, they have their own little video game lounge, a full table room.
They're set for a long time.
They got stuff to do over there, so they get to go fishing over there too. So
if I was them, man, I would just start practicing personally. Kobe, when he was like, when he was alive.
I think they are.
LeBron, why?
Like everyone should just be practicing because they got 2 weeks left to practice, and I'm pretty sure it's difficult too if you think about it because they're playing in the same facility where they're practicing, right? Or do they have separate like gyms or basketball courts out where they can play? I don't know if they have that.
They probably have several. Probably a few.
That'd be weird because like if you're actually playing with your rival, I think that would.
Oh fuck! They're like next to the Clippers. I don't know.
I can't wait for the people who are gonna make excuses. If
God,
championship, it's like, well, they didn't have their star players. Their good guys weren't playing.
I can hear Skip
Bayless. They had a chance. They had the option, and they chose not to play. So that's on them.
I hear Skip Bayless already, man.
I think the only one's gonna have like the biggest like toughest right now is the Houston Rockets because they don't have their 2 star players. Their 2 best star players are.
Well, I think they'll be back before the season starts. Or maybe miss a game.
Maybe, yeah. If they have to, they will.
I was shocked too when they got the virus. I was like, how the fuck did those 2? How did those 2 specifically them? They get the virus so quick.
The corona air, man. It's all over the place, man. Fuck, man.
Yeah. But a couple more weeks till NBA season starts.
Dude, I can't.
You're not gonna hear from me for a while.
Yeah, I can't wait, man.
Watching the games.
Goddamn, I want those Clippers not to win a championship, man. Fucking hate. I hate that Kawhi's there, but at the same time, I love that he's there because let's be honest, like I've told people this, like if Kawhi went to the Lakers, it wouldn't be.
I was the one that said if he went to the Lakers, it wasn't gonna work.
It wasn't because like I feel like it's not. I feel like you're just pulling a Warriors ton move. You don't want to be doing that.
It would have been too top heavy too.
Yeah.
Fucking killed the cap bit.
No competitiveness. The competitiveness wouldn't be there. I just feel like now
what
really pissed me off was when Paul George went to the Clippers. I was like, what the fuck? You want to come to the Lakers?
I said it before.
He chokes anyway.
The audacity he had to say,
he chokes.
I always wanted to be a Clipper. Bullshit. I remember that post he posted up on Twitter saying I always wanted to be a Laker.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He chokes in the playoffs anyways.
He does.
But
he hasn't gotten past the first round since 2014. So
LeBron.
Maybe he won't get past the first round in this. It's the Clippers.
LeBron's son. LeBron used to.
It's that Paul George factor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not putting Paul George like in any fucking. I think he'll do well. The problem is the chemistry. Like I think when the season started, he didn't play the first game. Didn't he? He was out. I think he was.
He was out for the first 20-something games or something like that.
Yeah.
So the problem is to take that consideration. I feel Kawhi is gonna be like mostly like the leader of that group, and then you got like
he is a leader. He's basically the leader.
Definitely,
But another piece of news, I guess I saw that some players are opting to not have some of them are gonna have like it's like the slogans on the back.
Like, I heard about that.
I can't breathe or like Black Lives Matter. I guess some people that I'm surprised aren't. LeBron isn't. Why isn't?
Well, because they didn't. The NBA didn't give them the options.
Yeah, but I don't really like as far. I don't think people are really mad at them.
Yeah,
I don't really. I don't care.
If you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it.
Yeah, I don't care.
You can make a statement on the court too.
That's what Kawhi said too. Yeah.
I think for the most part, and this is my hypothetical theory of like why some of these people are not doing it, especially. I think it's because it's a business practice, like and trust me, it works for other restaurants too. Have you noticed that like a lot of people who work in the food industry or grocery stores or whatnot or anything like that, they can't wear like Black Lives Matter on their mask or their shirts or their because it looks bad, and it's not because they're racist. It's because they don't want to cause an uproar of upsetness with different people in the group, blacks, white, Hispanics. Like people would get offended because you're supporting a movement, that like you believe in that's strong, but like there's people who feel like, oh, you're supporting Black life, you're not supporting all lives matter. It's vice versa. So a lot of people would be upset if they wore that. And people and then you come from a point too. You're an athlete, a monumental athlete like LeBron, for instance. He would wear, he would support Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, but I feel that a lot of people will be offended by like his type of movement or what he believes in. I think they're just doing this not to cause an uproar of upsetness for different races, but I do feel that like they're athletes. They have enough money to show. They don't have to wear the clothing of their race or whatnot. I feel like they can make a better movement or better decision wise to actually show like they support them, but whatnot causing problems between I'm probably too. They want to cause no protests and riots for different teams. They don't want to cause that problem. But I think a few people that I've seen so far, they're going to be doing it. Some are going to be wearing like Lives Matter and shit like that.
Yeah, like Kyle Korver's doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it. Kyle Korver.
Alex Caruso's doing it.
Alex Caruso.
I think there's another guy who's doing it too. I don't know his name. I think he plays on the Jets. And the Jets the Bucks.
Bucks. But as far as the things, I don't really care whether you do it or not.
I don't really care. I think it is what it is. You're just like I think people they're just so hard headed and we live in, like I said, the cancel culture shit is like really becoming a fucking problem because
it's bullshit. You can do it. To me, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care.
Like, bro, they're athletes. They can wear what they want.
You can whatever you can wear whatever you want.
Support that movement, by all means, support it. But
to me,
there's gonna be people who don't like that shit.
Like to me. Like, even though we're gonna talk about this later, to me, you can do whatever you want, whether I agree with it or not. As long as it's not like breaking the law, I don't care what you do.
Do it. I mean, there's people out there who are doing these protests and stuff because they believe in that cause, and that's good. But keep in mind too, there's gonna be people who don't agree with you, and they're gonna get you're gonna cause problems. I mean, it is what it is because it's well, I think right now the protests and riots right now they're still kind of going, but they're not as big as they were before.
Yeah, I think it's dying down now.
Yeah.
Which is good. I want that to stop.
Yeah, but the next
movement's still going on.
Yeah, movement's still going on. But the next thing, this is kind of cool. NFL Madden 21 ratings. I have the
some of those ratings.
I think I really believe they did. This is the 99 club, like people that are 99. Christian McCaffrey,
of course.
Stephon Gilmore. I agree with that. Stephon Gilmore was very good. Aaron Donald, come on, I don't need to explain why he's fucking awesome. But
Aaron Donald.
Mahomes.
Mahomes. What's the rating? Yes, Mahomes.
He should have been 100 overall.
He should have been 100. He should have been. And I have the list here of like I put pictures of all like. Let me start with the secondary. Where is it? So Gilmore, like I said, 99. Harrison Smith is second. This is the secondary. 95. That should be a little higher. Jalen Ramsey 94. I don't know about that. He should be 94.
What about Lamar Jackson?
Lamar was, I believe he was. I have the
list.
94. Something. Yeah, because he was pretty good with you.
I believe. I think he should have been higher, to be honest, like 97 or some shit. Yeah.
He got to like the second round, I think, of the playoffs last year.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So
that part too.
Number 4 in secondary, Tyrann Mathieu, 93. Jamal Adams, I agree with this one. He was very good. 92. Richard Sherman, 92. Devin McCourty, 92. Kevin Byard, 91. I'm surprised with that one.
Why is Carson Wentz 84? I think that's kind of bullshit.
He should be higher. That's bullshit.
He should be at least 88 or
something. Yeah, 80. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. But Jair Alexander, 90, and then Justin Simmons, 90. So those are the top like 10 or so of the secondary.
They didn't get Derwin James anything or Casey Hayward.
Maybe see.
Are you kidding me? Derwin James is 89, bro.
Yeah, he's at least high 80s, low 90s.
Deshaun Watson is 86.
That's cool.
Madden, you fucked up on that one.
I feel like they really fucked up the rating on this one.
And it's still being decided right now, but those are just the ratings.
That's why they gave Derwin James 89.
Bullshit.
Ezekiel Elliott is 92. What the fuck? Come on now. Come on, 92? That's debatable. He should be like 95.
Yeah.
He's good.
This is the defensive ends. Aaron Donald, I said 99. J.J. Watt, 98. I agree with that. He had a good year.
That's fair.
Khalil Mack, 97. I mean, he's Khalil Mack.
I think he should be a little higher than 98.
Yeah, 98. Von Miller, 97. Okay. Fletcher Cox, 96. Okay. I mean, I think he should be a little lower, to be honest. Cameron Jordan, 96. He's good. I give him that.
I give Cameron Jordan props.
Yeah.
John Jones' brother, Chandler, 95. Okay.
Well, maybe a little higher because he's been getting sacked.
He's really good, yeah. Calais Campbell, 95. Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's a really good defensive player.
Myles Garrett, 93. Okay.
And he just got a fat contract.
Yeah, he got a fat contract.
Him. He tried to kill my quarterback.
And then Chris Jones from the Chiefs, 92. He had a good year.
I saw that shit.
And he just got an extension too. He just got a new contract.
Yeah,
here's my problem. Why do they give him the contract even though he's in a big controversy with the Steelers?
Myles Garrett.
So stupid, dude.
That's dumb.
Because he's our franchise DM.
He had the audacity to call my quarterback a racist. I was like, you're an asshole. He did that shit because, and then guess what happened? Years later, I 100% believe Rudolph. I think Miles did that shit because he knew that he was going to get kicked off the team, or he was suspended for it indefinitely. Stupid.
And then this is the running backs. Christian McCaffrey, 99. Okay, he had a really good year. Derrick Henry, 93. I think that's bullshit. Should be a lot higher. 93. The fuck is that?
Henry, 93.
That's way too low, man.
I need to talk to EA. I need to see what the hell is going on.
He should be like
his trucking power is going to be high as fuck.
He should be like a 96, man. That's bullshit.
There's no way, dude.
Derrick Henry's going to have fucking major power winning the ball in that.
Yeah, Nick Chubb, 92. He had a good year. I think he might have led the league in one of the leaders in rushing.
He left the league recently. I think a couple years
ago. Ezekiel Elliott, 92. Dalvin Cook, 91. Saquon, 91. I think Dalvin should be a little higher. Aaron Jones, 90. Okay, that's fair. Joe Mixon, 89. Josh Jacobs, 88. He actually had a good year, even though the Raiders sucked it.
Yeah, he had a good year.
Yeah, and then Alvin Kamara, 88. So that's the top 10 in running backs.
Alvin Kamara should be a little higher than that at 88.
He should be like
He's
a 90.
Really good running back.
He should be in the 90s.
It's really dope how but the problem is I don't know how man's like, dude, they need to fucking really get good people to actually do statistics.
All I know is that I'm upset that they get my running back. Fuck Melvin Gordon. Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler's better anyway. Austin Eckler, they gave his strength a 70.
God damn.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because he's short. Have you seen his fucking Instagram videos, bro? That fool can work out, bro.
Have the Chargers got a new quarterback yet, or are you guys still?
They got Justin Herbert.
Gotcha.
Are you gonna talk about the rookie ratings?
Oh yeah, I have those too.
Oh yeah, pissed me off.
This is the QB ratings. Patrick, I already said 99. Russell Wilson, 97. Fair. I agree.
Lamar Wilson, 97. Wow, that's interesting.
That's pretty
high.
Wow, I think it should be like 90, not 97.
I thought they were gonna put him because I didn't see this. I thought they were gonna put him in the I say 95, 93 area.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson 94. I think he should be a little higher, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe 96.
Drew Brees 93.
That's debatable.
This one, Brees, I mean, I'm not hating on Brady, but this is bullshit. 90, he should be lower, bro. I'm sorry, he'd be like 84.
Brady's in between because Brady's, he's been with the well, he's not long with.
Yeah,
he's always been good.
Just because he's
90's fair.
91. I call him. I'm gonna say 91. I think 91 is probably where he is.
Aaron Rodgers 89. I think he should be higher than that. That's bullshit.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah, definitely higher.
Matt Ryan 87. Okay.
He's overrated.
Deshaun Watson 86. Okay. Dak Prescott 84.
And a little higher.
Little higher, yeah.
For Dak, nah, it should be lower.
Carson Wentz 84. Carson should be rated. Yeah, he is. Carson should be higher. 84 is.
He needs to be better.
And then I have the rookie ratings. Joe Burrow 76.
He hasn't even played yet.
He hasn't played. Chase Young's an 82 already. Chase Young did.
You know what? That's fair because Chase Young, he is a really good defensive end.
He is really good, yeah.
These guys are like
for the Washington no names, right?
Yeah.
Not just no names.
Yeah. And then Tua Tagovailoa 73. Okay.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert 70.
Again, these guys like
that's fucking low. That's pretty low.
These are basing off of like the college. These kids. Well, I don't know. Has Justin Herbert been in the league before? Or is this the first time?
Yeah, these are all rookies. Yeah.
So these guys, it's like they're not. These guys haven't even played yet. So how are you gonna just base it off of what you're taking off the college ratings? That's it is what it is. That's how they're basing it off.
Justin Herbert and Tua should be a lot higher than that.
Yeah, and then a couple bigger names. Henry Ruggs III, 76, probably because of his speed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna update these ratings. This is what they came out.
I'm tripping out by just hearing this. Like, bro, there's like they need to like go back and just watch it one more time. Let's see what goes.
CeeDee Lamb is 75. What's another big name? Justin Jefferson 74. Jordan Love 71.
Jordan Love.
Who else is a big name?
Anyone else can see on there?
None of these guys are really big names. They're more rookies, but
because they're new, they haven't even played yet.
Yeah.
But I was saying this thing though with Justin Herbert. Like, yeah, he's a 70 over, but his throwing power, they gave him 92. So
yeah, they give him a lot of power.
But again,
he has a good arm.
But people, they're just basing off like the college, college games. They're not really going to.
Yeah.
They're not basing off of what's going to. Wait till they actually play.
That's fucking low.
That's a little low for a top 10 quarterback pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of low.
But my team needs a new quarterback though. Eventually, I feel like we're going to get rid of Rudolph for Delvin.
Big bum Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he's still playing though. He's still got that good arm, but fuck.
Yeah. As far as
my team has more rings than the old Chargers will ever have.
hey.
As far as the ratings, there's a few I don't agree with. Like fucking I don't know, Lamar.
The problem is I don't know how he is basing it off. Like, I mean, for the rookies,
like I don't get the running back drop off. You Christian at 99, they drop all the way to 93 to Derek. I'm like, the fuck, dude.
That makes no sense.
That makes no sense. Derek should be 96. Right? The hell of the year.
I mean, because I don't know how does Madden base this? Are they basing just on the season? They just base it like throughout the year.
Yeah, I think this season, like how your season goes. But how the fuck is Derek 93?
I agree with you. He should be a lot higher because towards the end of the season and then playoffs,
he was killing it.
Putting up great numbers.
He was like a 98. He was like 98 overall, man.
He was destroying everybody.
Yeah, he
destroyed the Ravens defense.
Yeah, he's a monster.
He beat up the Chiefs.
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Chiefs
figured out their game and stopped the Titans.
But then the Chiefs came back and won Super Bowl.
Yeah, fucking monsters. But like QBs, I think Patrick. I mean, that one's is for sure 99.
He deserves that contract, man. He's actually he's gonna sign it too. I think he just signed
it. Russell 97.
That's debatable. I think Russell under pressure.
I think Lamar should be higher this year, to be honest.
He got to the second round, didn't he, in the playoffs?
Yeah, he had like an MVP season. He was killing it. I think he should be like 98 or some shit.
Yeah.
But, it is debatable. But as far as getting the game, I have to see gameplay because every year
I have to see gameplay.
It's been the same shit every year. I mean,
it hasn't really got the same. I mean, what was the
Madden franchise?
Yeah, man. They have to make it better.
With EA, I feel like they're just going to keep doing the same thing. Why do you think that their best selling game, I think, in sports wise, is probably football. They tried basketball, but it just wasn't working because the mechanics were all fucked up.
They did. I think FIFA is one of their best.
Oh yeah, FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA.
EA, FIFA. I think FIFA sells more than NFL.
Yeah.
I feel like they do more with FIFA than they do Madden.
Yeah, they have like more modes and shit, like more shit going on.
You know what really saved their company right now?
For us football fans here, what the fuck?
I know, dude. The fuck is this?
If they make it our Def Jam, bro, that'd be sick.
They have a lame ass franchise mode. I'm like, dude, make it better. The fuck is this?
Dude,
you have fun, make it more
interesting. I don't.
It's all bullshit.
They can't do like 2K. You know how 2K always has like a good story mode. Like, bro, make it like that.
They did like that. They did the long.
Negotiate contracts.
They did the long shot bullshit. That shit was.
That was trash. I hated it.
I didn't really like.
I missed the QB view. Like I think it was in Madden 14. Remember the QB view? Basically, if you go down the you can actually it gives you like a good angle where you can actually throw the ball to the player. They got rid of it. I don't know why. They did that.
What I really liked was Madden 07 for the PS2. It had you could run your 40.
Yeah.
You could get tats. You had your own.
Combine.
You could do your combine. There's awesome drills too, like the ones where they're coming at you and you have to scramble.
For this matter though, it's cool that they're having college football teams in there.
Yeah.
But for this one, they have the option that you can stay for a second year.
Yeah, that's cool.
Honestly, I might do that just to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it was an NBA 2K I think 17 or 16. Like they had the option of you going to college. College and that's it, and then you go straight to NBA. They base you off of that. You don't even get to play the season.
But
are you talking about 2K?
Yeah, remember like.
Oh yeah, 2K, you play like what was for 17? You can play like fucking like 3 games in college.
Yeah. Like Madden
build up your stock and shit, and then
you lottery pick.
But that was fun though, because
that was fun.
Told a story in it.
And they got a good story too.
Like Madden. Madden should bring back everything, dude. Bring it all back from 07, 08. Bring the tattoos back. Bring all that shit back, dude. I want to have tattoos.
I think the reason why EA hasn't taken a chance of bringing stuff back is because right now they're in hot water because they are making bad business practices through their games because you have to buy expansion pack. I'm pretty sure with this new Madden that comes out, it's probably gonna have like an expansion pack of you getting like all the good players from like the 40s, 50s, and people don't want to buy it. They just want to buy the original copy, and. I don't understand like what EA is doing. Like, bro, you have a good franchise that's making good names, but yet you're hiring the wrong people who do the statistics, which is bad.
Yeah, it's shitty ratings. But they could bring they went backwards like 08, 07. Those Maddox had some cool shit on there. They had better music. The music was way better on those. Man. They had like
the last good NFL game I actually played was 2011. That was probably the last.
The new Madden soundtrack for this game coming up, it's good too.
It's good. Yeah,
but it's like please. EA fix Madden franchise.
Yeah, please, man, please. Make a real career mode, please, a real one.
Fucking call the guys at 2K to help you out. 2K would fucking help them out.
Make a story.
2K's coming out with their own NFL video game too next year, so it's like
NFL Street.
Is it? I have no idea.
I would be dude. I miss. There was like a lot of good NFL games. There was NFL Blitz and NFL.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that game.
I remember the ESPN NFL 2K games. Those were the most fun I've ever played.
Yeah.
The last one I got was 2K5. That was the last one in here.
I remember
it was like I used to play the shit out of those games. Like 2K was my favorite. NFL Blitz is my favorite game, and also NFL Street was funny too.
Blitz was man. That shit was fun.
I remember they brought it back too and gave it like a mature theme, which I wasn't.
Oh yeah, I played that game. It was like it was show the
NFL Blitz League. It was called. It was good, but it was awkward.
They overdid it. They would like show the bones breaking shit. What the fuck is this?
Bro, we don't want to see that shit. Like, just go back to how the PS1 did. Like,
just what is this? Like, is this
fucking?
I
love playing NFL Blitz.
Yeah, I'm like, is this fucking
UFC? No, because I mean with Blitz, you can get hit, and then once you go down, your players can jump on top of their players. So the fucking it was fun.
I think Sean Merriman was on the cover of one of those games.
I think he was. Yeah.
Sean Merriman, yeah.
I remember using him.
One of the main reasons why I'm a Chargers fan too, growing up. Him and LT were one of the main reasons, and Gates. I can go into hours of how I became a Chargers fan, but that's a topic for another day.
I kind of miss Phil. I low key miss Phil Rivers when he left the Chargers. Like, man, he should have just retired. I think his time.
I didn't. Well, I did. I'm not gonna lie.
Then go to the Colts. Why would you make that kind of bad move and just go straight to the Colts? I know the Colts. I think
it's a perfect system for him.
Yeah.
Actually have a good O line.
Yeah.
But still, you're not gonna get a ring.
But these ratings, though, some of them are fair.
Some of them are kind of
fair ratings. Some of them are like, what the fuck? And then they're like, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, I think what's gonna happen. They're gonna go back and probably re-rate it again because it's happened before. Like, there's been bad ratings where they actually go back and re-rate it, but it is what it is. So.
You should make it better, man. You should make it
better. I would love to see more things happening from NFL, but I think right now, I think it's simple.
Yeah, but
I know 2K fixes
Bring back NCAA football, please.
I remember,
Bring back the college football video games, please.
Those are fun.
Those are fun, but like, do they sell? I don't know if they were selling well.
They sell. They sold. The reason why they stopped doing it is because players, they don't want players making money off their
game.
Yeah. NCAA, and they're like, no more of that.
Did you guys say recently that they're starting to pay their players now? Apparently they're trying to do
that. They're going to.
They're gonna allow like endorsements and shit like that.
Hard to get endorsements.
About damn time. Yeah, but that's that. I guess we were kind of talking about this at the beginning. Quarantine, how it's restarting. And here we already know San Diego's restarting for sure, but
Anaheim just right now.
I had a feeling after that 4th of July, everything was gonna fucking go back up again.
It's not. I mean,
it's not surprising. It's not surprising. I'm not really surprised.
I'm not surprised it was gonna happen. I just wish they maybe, because the problem is California's running out of money. We're running out of money.
No one's working.
There's no way you can shut down a whole state, expect us to be in quarantine. A lot of us have to pay bills. There's no way. I don't understand what Newsom's trying to do. I understand you're trying to stop the spread of it, and that's fine. You can do that. The problem is you shutting down everything again is not helping. You're just basically causing the problem again. what I think should be happening now, and this is what Hollywood's doing this shit now recently too, is you need to start giving people fines, like writing down tickets and shit for people not wearing the mask.
Hey, if they're in the store and they're not wearing the mask, then fucking
give them a fine. Or tell them, give them a warning, and if they don't leave, just leave. That's all you gotta do. But I feel like I don't agree with Newsom trying to put us back in quarantine because
not gonna fucking help you. It's a waste of time.
It's not. But I do agree though that this virus is getting worse. So I think he did the right thing at the right time. He made a he panicked, so he had to shut it down soon.
Yeah. But I think like the virus, it's the reason they're going up is the more people are out. These cases are going to go up. I mean,
these social gatherings, man, it's just getting intense because I think 4th of July it's probably what caused it the most because a lot of people were out partying and they were having 4th of July. So I understand why, but
it's not that serious, man. I really think that English should not close everything, man. Fucking dumb stuff.
I mean, people are fighting this thing? Like, bro, you're fighting just to stay alive. I understand you feel it's unpatriotic and like, oh, I'm an American. I mean, here's the thing: if you use your nationality as the excuse not to wear a mask, you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
I'm saying right now. I've seen people who do that shit. I'm an American. I don't have to listen.
About the mask, like if you're outside in public, I feel like you shouldn't have to wear it. If you're in the store, just fucking wear your mask, dude. Just wear your fucking mask.
Why? And I'm also why is it a problem? And it's not as the younger people are following it. I think it's the older people who aren't following it.
Yeah, quit making a fucking scene, Karen.
I know, dude. Exactly.
Karen and Kyle.
Just put on your fucking mask, and then you can leave the store and take it off. Fuck, man, it's so hard.
They're saying I can't breathe. I'm like, well, then fucking pull it down, get it
while wearing your mask, and get the fuck out.
Exactly.
It's not a big deal.
Not that big deal.
Here's the thing too. A lot of times people feel like that wearing these masks, they feel like it's annoying, and I get that too. I hate wearing the mask, dude. I fucking hate it. But like at the end of the day, you're just trying to stop something from spreading. But the problem is, a lot of these older people who act like they're entitled to it don't have to, don't have to find anything. Like here's a story that just came out too. I don't know if you guys heard about it, right? The whole Starbucks incident. Apparently, this kid, I don't know, I think it was somewhere in Santa Monica or something.
That guy's got money now.
Yeah, he got I think he told someone that he had to wear a mask and he refused to serve her, and then that guy apparently she wanted him fired. The guy got paid he got some money, he got 100K, and now that girl is suing him because she thinks she's entitled to that money. I'm like, that's a Karen. That's a fucking Karen.
Dude, Karen's fucking Karen.
Why would you first of all, you're entitled to that money, half of that money? No. You fucked up. You don't get the money. If the kid, he did nothing wrong. That kid was doing his job. It's his job to tell people to wear the mask. You can't physically tell you have the right to refuse service. A lot of restaurants have to start practicing this to people who don't wear a mask. And
exactly.
I think for the most part, a lot of people are still not following it because they feel they're entitled as an American or as a person who doesn't have to wear a mask.
Yeah. Excuse, I have breathing problems. People are gonna have breathing problems. You don't fucking put your mask on.
Yeah. What was it? Medical condition. I have a medical condition where I don't have to wear a mask. Well, that's too bad. Then no come inside.
Well, exactly.
Those people that have cancer wear masks.
Dude.
Why do they fucking infect other people with it?
Yeah, this is what I say about when you don't want to do something. It's like if you don't want to wear a mask, then don't fucking eat there, dude. Go somewhere else. Fucking go take out, bro. Fucking you don't want to eat.
Order online like most people do. Like most people right now, they're just
get your food through fucking Postmates.
Yeah, bro. Just Postmate your shit. You don't have to wear a mask. Fucking wait at home for food.
I gotta pay more though. I'm like, well then you have two choices: wear the mask, get your food, get out, or get your stuff and get out, and that's it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like this is the thing. Like fucking.
It's inconvenient of my time to be doing.
Yeah. Don't give people a hard time because you're in the store, you're in the restaurant, and they're telling you to put your mask on. You fucking chose to eat there. They don't have to fucking serve you, dude. They don't have to.
I think the one time too is they're dealing a lot of these franchise businesses they're shutting doors down, but like McDonald's and I think Jack in the Box and shit, they're like allowing people to go into a store without wearing a mask. Now there's some other places that are following this. You have to wear a mask to go inside, or they're social distancing, 3 people in a store or more. That's fine. I think they should be doing that. You have to go inside a store. It's 3 or more. Anything else the way outside. That's how they should be practicing. I'm glad they're doing that now.
Yeah.
But still, in the process, people, regardless, are not going to listen, and it is what it is. You can try to tell them not to do this shit, but I think the best way to stop this virus from spreading is you have to start writing fines. think that's the best way. People will listen.
Yeah, it's like the stores. Yeah, if they're not listening, like get the fuck out or get fined, dude.
It's like why? The problem is people feel like they're just so like well, this wasn't like this before. I'm like, well, guess what? Because of what's happening, you're gonna have to follow rules.
Yeah, like
even is what it is.
Even if you don't agree, the business has the right to do whatever they want, dude. They don't have to fucking serve you. They don't have to do shit for you. It's their business.
Let me speak to
you. Yeah, exactly.
Let me speak to your manager.
Like even if
fucking manager's gonna tell you to wear a mask too, buddy.
Yeah. Like I don't.
What you throw a little hissy fit and get out. Now
yeah, just get the fuck out.
Throw a little hissy fit, make yourself famous all over social media.
Yeah, dude. Look like a fucking idiot because you don't want to put on a mask, dude.
Dude, I watched so many like those fast food what do they call them, like compilations of people getting mad. They're funny, dude.
Oh my god, the Karens, dude.
I saw
one. I'll be the one laughing my ass off.
I saw the one
like some chick. She went to McDonald's and she called about cookies and like the cookies weren't done yet and she.
Yeah.
That shit was stupid. Her face looked fucking.
It's amazing how people complain about the smallest things.
Yeah. I saw.
It's amazing. It's like here's the thing. If you can't make food at home and you have the audacity to go to a fast food restaurant because you're too fucking lazy to go make food yourself, that just makes you a hypocrite. That just makes you a fucking hypocrite.
I saw a video of like a McDonald's burning down and the bitch still wanted her food. He's like, it's burning, you can't fucking make shit. He's like, I want it now. I was like, what are you supposed to do?
You guys want to talk about it?
It's on fire.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
I think it was a Burger King.
I was fucking dying.
Greaser is on fire.
It was like burning, and the bitch was outside yelling about it. I was like, dude, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
You want to talk shit? You want to talk shit now? I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I would, hey, look, he just leave her there.
I was dying. Like all the workers were outside, like, make my food. It's like, it's fucking burning down. The fuck am I? I was like, dude, it's so fucking dumb.
That's what tells you about America.
I was dying.
This is why we get laughed at. This is why other countries laugh at us right now because they think we're just
all these other countries. Some of these countries like Vietnam, they're out of quarantine. You wanna know why? Because these practice quarantine. You wore this. I'll bring it out again so people get the fucking message.
Dude,
in China they do that. Even in China, bro, they wear masks every day. But the reason why too is because not just because of Corona, they have to deal with chemicals and shit, and they don't want to catch
smog. Yeah, man.
So they're practicing it.
Yeah,
they're wearing the fucking mask too.
Yeah, but and here's the problem with us is like we can't fucking go outside for 5 minutes without taking it off. I'll give you this.
People think they're entitled to things.
Like
a privilege. They won't say like that.
Yeah.
I didn't have to wear my mask in here before. Now I gotta wear one now. It's fucking policy.
Yeah, dude.
Did you read the sign when you fucking walked in here?
I know, dude.
The white sign says no wear mask.
Dude,
let's say if I'm gonna go get food and I'm walking to the nearest place, like Rallies or like fucking Legend Wings, that's right by my fucking house. If I forget my mask, you know what I'm gonna do? Walk my ass back home.
Yeah. Then you can't.
And then go back. If I don't feel like going back, I'll fucking make myself a sandwich. It's not
that
fucking hard.
Yeah, it's not that hard, dude. And like this is another topic that like to talk about. I guess it's connected to this, like the cancel culture thing. Like this is my problem with cancel culture. So like this is not just about quarantine, but like I feel like in general, people can't have conversations if they disagree. And this is on both sides, like the left and the right, like politically. Yeah. Like if someone doesn't agree with you, people are so quick to say like, okay, I don't want to speak to you. I'm just ignoring. Like, but we're not gonna find a solution if we don't talk it out, even if we don't agree. But especially not even just to hate on the non-Trump supporter side. Right away, if you're like, I like Trump, like you're a fucking racist, you're a piece of shit. I don't want to hear you. I'm like, why? You didn't even hear me. You didn't hear me out.
Yeah.
Like, I'll hear you out. I'm not gonna call you a piece of shit because you don't like him. I'm like,
I think another thing too is that what's happening is because a lot of these cancel cultures they're pulling up because now with technology, if this shit happened like 20 years ago, this shit would never you can never find a shit. But now that we have so much advancement in technology and also like we had the power to go back in time, technically we do with technology. We're able to pull up old stuff that was considered appropriate at the time. Now it's considered a bad thing now.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
Which I think in hindsight, yes. But you have to look at the context of when this tweet was wrote, or when was this thing posted or uploaded or not, and when it happened. Because there's a lot of times where people want to hop on the bandwagon and say like, "Oh, well, this shit's offensive nowadays. We can't be having this." I'm like, "Yeah, we can't be having it." But go back 20 years ago when everybody didn't care. It was a wild run. People were being edgy. People were being offensive. And it was a joke. But now, like Kevin Hart. he got accused. Remember the whole tweet shit?
Oh, the Oscar shit.
Yeah. Him, Chappelle, comedian Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Kathy Gritt. Again, it's just like people are pulling in all these different types of arguments in different contexts, but they look at just that one image or that one thing they did and they just throw it in their face, like know, and then they have to apologize. Like, actually, this happened 2 days ago. Nick Cannon from fucking Wild 'N Out.
Oh yeah, the anti-Semitist remark.
Yeah, he is now being canceled, and on top of that, he has just been fired from his show Wild 'N Out. Which I look. Here's the thing about Nick Cannon. His music is trash. Okay?
Oh, it's awful.
We all know that. We all know that.
He had like one good hit with.
It's terrible. Terrible music.
But
I'm a low spending lots of
dough. That's a good song. But, okay, so here's the thing that Nick Cannon did. We're living right now in a time where everybody is so anti-Semitic. Everyone is protesting. This is not a good year for all the stuff they've called it now.
It's been a terrible year. Goddamn.
But do I agree with what Nick said? And the problem with Nick though is, bro, you work for these companies.
Yeah, he says. I think he said something about white people or some shit.
He said something about like that they're savages. I have to go back and read it. But he said.
I haven't watched the video at all, but I've read.
Yeah, it's tweet about he today he just apologized. He is in hot water because of this shit. Yeah. And because of his beliefs on what he did, all that stuff. Now, do I agree he should be canceled? No, I feel like
I don't think so either.
Because he did nothing wrong. He was using his freedom of speech, which he has appropriate to do that. However, if you are in a place of power, such as you are working for different people in the industry of like music, entertainment, which he is. He makes music still. I don't know why, and he's involved with Wild 'N Out, the Masked Singer, all this. These are owned by white corporate people like CBS, NBC, Viacom. They're owned by like white businessmen or whatever. And people, I don't care. It could be anyone of color, race, whatever. But if you're in that place of power and you say something that's like, I mean, if he didn't work for these things, I think it'd be appropriate. But he's in such a bad position because like if he says something wrong, he'll get canceled, which he did. He said something anti-Semitic. Not towards, it was towards white people or his white culture, I guess. And then people took that and they attacked him for it, while his community people are going to back him up 100%. Yeah. I feel that, was it appropriate for him to say it?
Yeah, probably not.
If he was not in the place of business and entertainment, I think he would have been fine. I think people would have backed him up 100%. And I do agree that Nick Cannon right now, he's trying to make some good movements to make the community better. It's all good. I want him to do that. That's the most positive thing like any black person can do is not cause a problem, but like help uplift it. And I'm glad he apologized too, because there's people like who won't apologize. I don't know what I said. And that's a lot, bro. Especially being fired from your own show.
Well, when he said like, I heard he fired back at them and said something like, "You owe the black community." I'm like. Like you owe the black community. I'm like, first of all, CBS doesn't owe you shit. You said it. They don't owe you shit. They don't owe an apology. Stop. Don't bring that shit up. You said something wrong, dude.
I felt like when he did that, I felt like he was just heated. That's probably why he got fired.
Yeah.
That's probably why he got heated. He was mad that he got fired from his own show that he created. It's like, yeah, bro, you created that show, but it's not owned by you. It's owned by a company that has to finance it. So
CBS, it's like CBS doesn't know you shit, buddy. They gave you a job. They could fire you if you fuck up, and you did.
Bro, and by the way,
I think he said he wants ownership. Like he wants to own it.
He wants ownership of the show. He demands a better salary. And I'm like, guy, you're not gonna get that. If you actually created this like yourself, like with no finances, this could be your own show, but you backed it up 100%. So, and the problem is too, like he works for Viacom, MTV, Nickelodeon. He owns half of Nick. That's his show. I feel when Nick said that, I feel like this is not gonna end well. And I really thought so too. Like I thought when he said those, I thought, oh, being himself, being a normal person, just speaking up for what he believes is right. However, in the crossroads, it did cause a backlash, and it led to consequences. Like now you're being let go from your show that you created. That's basically
like in a discussion, like especially politically, with like people that are so stuck in the ways. I'm like, the only way you're gonna come with solutions, man, is if you hear the other side out. You can't just cancel them out and not just like something like Kevin Hart, but in general, like they don't want to hear your side just because you don't agree with them. Like you're automatically automatically their enemy. I don't agree with that, man. I don't do that.
I think a lot of people they're looking at that as like the worst thing that they've ever done, and they're like, oh, they did that years ago, so now we gotta look at that now and judge them because that's how it is. I think for the most part, I think Nick's gonna be okay because I did hear he's still gonna be hosting that other show he's on the Masked Singer.
Oh, Masked Singer. Yeah, he'll be fine.
That'll be fine. I think he has, and plus he has enough money. Say, dude, he's a member of Nick. He'll never leave.
But like the problem, I mean, like just with everyday people, like I'm having a conversation. We start talking about, let's say Trump. I know I said that already, but like he's like, I say, oh yeah, I like Trump, and right away the other person's like, you're a piece of fucking shit. I don't give a fuck. You have something. You never heard me out, dude. The fuck? Like that's the problem with,
like,
especially.
I'll just tell you straight. Like I like Trump when he was a businessman and he was a TV actor, but as a president, he's a fucking idiot. He has no idea how to run a business.
And here's the thing, like, and this is for both sides, not just the side the side I don't agree with. I think everyone should hear each other out because you're not going to get anywhere if all you're trying to do is dunk on the other person. Like, oh my god, you're a piece of shit. Everyone's agreeing with you. You're just like piling on him or her. Like Twitter, like that place is. Dude, Twitter is.
Oh, that's toxicity, bro.
First of all,
don't go to Twitter.
It's made to dunk on people. You can only type 280 letters or something like that. So it's made to have perfect captions and shit on other people. Like, I can't have a conversation with someone with only 280 letters. So fuck. But point is, like, I hope it dies out, like to the point where that isn't normal anymore. It's so normal to like not give the other side any chance to. Yeah, like you can't say shit. And I can like, oh yeah, if it's like a crime, if it's like a crime or blatantly like you're just a piece of shit, then by all means shit on them. You have every right to. But if it's something like, let's say, like abortion, one side agrees with it, and the other guy's like, nah, I don't agree with it. They're like, oh my god, you're a piece of shit. I'm like, what? I can't explain myself.
Nothing to do with that.
Like that I don't agree with. That's not healthy. That's not healthy discourse, man. Like for things to get better.
It's like it's how people are. It's like we live. It's like being a different race or living in a different household, or like you can't just be biased on like what you believe in compared to what someone else is gonna believe.
Yeah, like social media.
You're gonna have your disagreements. So no matter what, there's no way to this battle. So
like 30 years ago, without social media, I don't know. I feel like social media is just so much more easy, and that's why there's so much more division.
You look at porn.
It's a lot easier to trigger people now.
Yeah, it's so easy. All you gotta say is like say something to someone is like, I like Trump, and then you get like a bunch of people calling you a piece of shit. I'm like,
Karen, there's no more ice cream in the machine. I can't have that anymore.
Well, like
what?
I hope in the future this cancel culture bullshit just goes away, man. It's just bullshit.
I do agree. There's some people in life who do need to be canceled for shit that's happened to them. But do I agree it needs to happen every single day just for like small shit? Like we're living in a time where I think it's happened to celebrities. Celebrities are the most being canceled.
Oh yeah, because they're like the most popular. Yeah,
they are, and that's the one thing. Hit the political figures. Even the celebrities endorsements. That's the first people we're gonna go for. But
like Kevin Hart, like the 10 years ago, he said something about like something bad about gay people or something. I don't know. And it was a joke. You
could tell he was joking, but
he's joking.
I just think that you will never win against the gay community. I don't care what people say. The gay community will be on your ass. So he said it, and it was.
He was just joking around.
Joking around. But people found that tweet and then they used it against him. And then they want to say, if you don't apologize, you're not going to host the Oscars.
Like this is what happens. Let's say you're having an argument with someone that's the type of person to like outrage very, very easily. They say you don't agree with them. They're going to go back years and years to find something that's bad, and they're going to bring up like, oh, why did you say this 10 years ago? I'm like,
exactly,
because it was 10 years ago. What the fuck? I was joking with my friends. Like, you're a piece of shit. I was like, and then your life's over. It's like Kevin Hart. Or like Jimmy Fallon with blackface, or Jimmy Kimmel with blackface. Like, dude,
you gotta understand, these guys at the time they weren't big names. They were just like starting out, and that time it was reckless. No one knew what.
And no one cared. Yeah, no one cared about blackface back then. No one cared. It was funny.
But now you're not supposed to use it all, which I truly understand. There's people right now who are being accused of using blackface. You gotta understand, they're not portraying an actual they're portraying like they're a favorite person, they admire a character. But I do agree that we shouldn't be doing it regardless. Like I just think, but like, does that mean we have to cancel?
Blackface though should not have been a thing.
Yeah, like it was, but you gotta understand too. This was a time. It was a different time, different era when things were. Nobody knew how to act. Nobody knew how to be appropriate, and nobody took it as offensive. Now, I do agree that nobody should be doing blackface, but in the long run, I think that we as a nation, or no matter what, we need to stop being so being so offended easily.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Because I mean, honestly, women, children, guys, we are like we get offended by things so easily, and it's just so like meaningless. Like you're gonna cancel someone for a joke they did 20 years ago. Like
that's
you're
bullshit.
Really gonna do that? Like what is that gonna solve? First of all, it's gonna make you look like you want to get that clout or that kind of recognition that I caught this guy doing this shit. Yeah, that's not. You're just ruining his life.
Yeah, just for a retweet. That's the only reason you're doing it.
I'm pretty sure he feels bad doing that, or that person feels bad doing that. I'm pretty sure it's a vice versa. What if he found something on you that you didn't like and you get canceled or you get called out for shit you didn't do?
Like, yeah, because people want that recognition from their tribe. I call it tribes, like the left, the right, Trump supporters, not Trump supporters, but like, let's say you call someone out from 10 years ago, everyone's like, hell yeah, sister, you got him. I'm like, everyone wants that feeling. I'm like, dude.
Everybody wants that recognition.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. That's bullshit, honestly.
But yeah, here's the thing. But at what cost? What is this going to solve?
Yeah, nothing.
You're just basically gonna ruin someone's life over a thing they did 20 years ago, which they probably regret doing it. They probably don't mind. That's probably they're trying to get rid of it. They don't want that shit being brought up again because it was a bad time in a different place. But
I think the best way to get rid of cancel culture. I saw Dave Chappelle's stand up like a few days ago. I like his people. The critics shat on him because he was so he was so unapologetic, but the general public loved it. But basically, he was talking about the left and how fucking sensitive and all that. His shit was hilarious. But then the funny thing is, there's this other lady. I didn't see it because I'm guessing it's horrible. A lot of people said it was. This other lady that's not funny at all, and the critics gave her like 100 on Rotten Tomatoes, but the public gave her like a shit rating because she's not funny. And the only reason the critics gave her like
and people, I think I know what you're talking about. They called her like they're saying all men are sexist and shit. Like it's not it's not based on that. It's just based on if the material or entertainment that they're getting is enjoyable.
Yeah, and the only reason the only reason they gave her a high rating because she was politically correct. She's not fucking funny. She's awful. Like it's fucking trash.
Here's the thing between Dave Chappelle, what he did. I knew what Chappelle was doing. It's not like he wasn't. He was attacking the left, but he was showing it as entertainment. That's basically what he's known for. Like if you actually went back and watched it, the reason why, if you look back at those critics, the ones who actually, they're. By the way, let me just say something. Critics are paid to watch this.
Yeah,
it's not like it's like in Chappelle. He's bringing up shit that's old, that's funny. It's like he brought up the shit with Louis C.K. about the time he got arrested or he got canceled because he masturbated on the phone.
Oh, that guy's crazy.
The Jesse Smollett story, the cancel culture of Kevin Hart, everything. So like, he's using modern things that's happened in real life that was cruel and horrible and turning it into entertainment. Which people need to realize that comedy is gonna be this way.
Like jokes are supposed to offend some side. That's what comedy is. Supposed to offend.
Bro, there's been people who've done this so many times. Like you act like this is the new norm. Like no, the problem is people. We're just so caught up and we're moving so fast that if someone makes a mistake, we gotta like call them out on it. I feel with the Nick Cannon situation, he knew what he was talking about. Yeah, and I do agree, and I have nothing against Nick. I think he's a good political figure in his movement, and he's a good actor and entertainer. I think though, like he said the wrong thing at the wrong time. And because he's in a place of power where they can remove him and replace him just like that. That's what I feel.
And to be fair, George Lopez hates Trump, and I thought shit was hilarious. Even when he was talking shit about Trump, I was dying. Oh yeah, it's fucking funny. But like, we gotta be when we're like we gotta be unbiased. Yeah, we gotta be unbiased, man.
And too, George, his type of comedy style has always been the routine. It's always been the same. But then there was a point in time too where he worked for those networks.
Remember he's unapologetic. Yeah.
Yeah, he had his own shows. He had like comedy shows on there, and he had like the George Lopez show, and then he had another show called St. George, which I swear to God, I did not watch. It's one of the most horrible shows ever. It's so bad.
What show?
St. George.
Oh.
That show's horrible. I watched one season of it. I'm like, bro, I could tell George was was forced to, dumb it down, which is the
political
practice of working in entertainment. This is why Chappelle left. This is why Dave Chappelle left Chappelle's show back in 2006 and 7. That's why he didn't do anymore. Like he got fed up that it was the political correctness of having to change actresses and also having like to make the jokes censored, and he got offended to that. That he was dressed as like a was it like he as a person who did blackface, and like he felt he was disrespecting his race, his culture, his own kind, and that's why he left Hollywood. That's why he left Hollywood, like, and didn't come back for years, and like he kind of made a comeback. But I understand it's a weird time, but when you're in the place of power and entertainment, you look at it from this point of view. It's like whether you're black, white, Hispanic, is like if you're looked at by millions of people and you make one mistake in your life, whether it could be you did a bad joke, you said something offensive, you did something inappropriate. I hope you didn't do anything inappropriate to a child or whatnot, or nothing. If you did something inappropriate to a child, you're canceled automatically. But
everyone's gonna cancel you.
Yeah. But if you do something that's not, how to say, going to make your career bad in the long run, then honestly, I think people should get canceled over shit like that.
And I think the best way to get rid of cancel culture, I think big like popular figures like Jay Chappelle should do shit like what he did with his stand up, and then people like us, like this regular person should not be such a bitch. Like stop being offended by everything.
Dude, I mean, it's because now, like, we're living in a time where people want attention. People want the attention. People want to get the recognition. People want to be seen. People want to be heard. We are so privileged, and we want to be entitled to shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna ruin someone else's life, and it's true. It's not. I'm not saying it's 100%, but like it's there's some cases where it has happened.
Yeah, we do exactly that.
In the long run, though, I feel cancel culture it's getting more toxic. A lot of people are coming out more with wrong problems. There's YouTubers and, for instance, they're getting targeted. Celebrities are being targeted again. So it's going to be a one-sided situation. I feel it's going to take time, but I do think I think it'll be put to an end soon.
Yeah, it has to die out.
Yeah,
it's going to end soon.
Yeah, but I think I have actually a cool topic after this. This is best. Oh, actually, this is before Batman. You know, there's gonna be a new movie next year.
Oh yeah.
How do you guys feel about Robert Pattinson playing as him? And he's the guy from Twilight, by the way.
I'll give you this.
I'll give it a chance.
I'll give it. I like the. I mean, for instance, Batman actors have changed left and right, so I'm not saying.
Christian Bale, like Ben Affleck.
Christian Bale, yes. Christian Bale, George Clooney, Michael Keaton. Which I heard too. Apparently, he's gonna reprise his role as Batman. Apparently, in a future film, but I don't know which film it is. But Robert Pattinson as Batman. Now, as funny as it is, because he did play a vampire in the fucking the Twilight series.
Oh yeah.
I do think I think as an actor, because I low-key love Ben Affleck as Batman. I didn't like him at first. I thought it was gonna be stupid, but nah, he did a phenomenal job with the role. He did a good job. But like I feel with Ben, I feel there was problems with DC that he was having issues with especially with director Zack Snyder. So
yeah.
But I mean, am I surprised? No.
As far as
it looks pretty. I mean, honestly, it looks way darker, and like I want it to be dark because
I want it to be rated R. Apparently, it's gonna be rated R. Thank God. I want it to be rated R.
When Man vs. Steel came out, I felt that one should have been rated R because a lot of those fucking villains were killed by Batman.
Oh God, yeah.
They got murdered.
Yeah, fucking yeah. But as far as Robert Pattinson, apparently he had back in the day. Now he's not having this problem. He had the problem with putting on the weight. Now he's bigger. Like he's been eating, working out. Now he's bigger.
Because like he's just so skinny. Like
he's a lean ass dude. But now he probably looks over 200 now. He's built bulky now, bulkier at least.
I'm pretty sure Ben Affleck, when he had to play Batman, he had to put on weight too because he had to get free and huge.
He got maybe a little. He got a little too bulky.
It has the jawline for Batman.
Yeah, he does. He's gonna be fucking Bruce Wayne. I'm hoping somehow they can bring the Joker that we know from last year with this Batman. That'd be amazing.
Because
it'd be amazing.
Yeah, it would be amazing. But my problem is like, I feel this should just be a standalone Joker film. I feel like it should just be its own thing. Like when they did Dark Knight, they should just make it its own standalone films with that. Bringing this Batman bringing this Joker into this universe, I feel is gonna be
hard, but
it's hard. I just don't see it. I feel it should just be a standalone film. Like make it make it like 2 more sequels, and then just end it. You know.
Because the thing about Joker, this one, the feeling it has, it's so real. It's so he's just
It's
a
like
man.
you feel like it's not a Batman film. You feel like it's like a real life film
Like,
that really happened.
he's a man. He's a regular dude. He started a movement at the end of the movie. We all know that.
Even too, like even the plot twist of Thomas Wayne being his father. Like what? That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was Thomas Wayne, right? He apparently.
But then, he told him he wasn't. He's like, your mom was just a crazy bitch. And,
again, but like we don't even know. It's revealed, but yeah. So we don't even know. That could be his dad. So like Batman and Joker could be related, but
I don't think he's. I doubt it. I think his mom was just crazy. But
well, we'll never know. But like they hinted that in the movie. It's been like it happens before.
But Joker, to bring him into the Batman world, I don't know. He's just such a regular guy. That's the problem. Like Batman's a badass who beats ass. Joker would have to. Maybe they could somehow. It'd be really hard to make it like entertaining somehow where he's.
But what do I think of it so far? I think it's gonna be a good job for Robert Pattinson. He's putting on the weight. He's dedicated to being Batman. A lot of people want to be Batman. If you're gonna cast as Batman, you better just put the work in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah.
Batman's just gonna be a character.
I mean, you're wearing the dark. You're the Dark Knight. Like how bad that'd be. Like you can go something.
Yeah. I hope he gets the voice right. I hope he gets the mood right.
Don't be like Christian Bale, have like fucking where's the trigger?
Yeah, that movie was good. It was just his voice. So like,
why you wanna kill me? I was like, why? What's wrong with his voice?
He's like Rachel. I'm like the fuck.
Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah. But as far as that, I hope they make it dark and fucking realistic enough. I know he has to be that kick ass.
I love how DC. You know, I just think the problem is DC cinematic universe is not. It's not the best. It needs work.
Joker was a start. It was fucking good. But let's see where they go.
I like some of the DC films. Like Suicide Squad was good.
Harley Quinn.
I haven't watched that one yet.
It was alright. It was pretty good.
People told me it sucked. I'm like, I gotta watch it.
The Harley Quinn movie.
Birds of Harley. What it was?
Birds of Prey.
I have to watch it.
That one's cool. I like it.
Yeah,
people said it sucked. I'm like, what?
I have to watch it. I wouldn't say it sucked. It was alright.
But it got good views. So
yeah.
Cool.
But I guess going into the next topic, this is like the greatest comic book movies or series ever, like animated or non-animated.
Okay, this is hard.
Movies. I mean, obviously the Avenger movies.
Yeah, they've just been.
Obviously, the Avenger movies are some of the best Marvels ever made.
Yeah. Endgame.
I do think sequels do that. I think the standalone solo films are good, but like sequel films, they need work sometimes.
Yeah, Endgame.
The movie Logan, I'd say.
Oh goddamn, that movie's good as fuck, man.
Oh yeah, I can't.
That was special to me.
That one's too good. But
that one's way too good.
Endgame, one of the best movies ever. Like any movie, just not even comic books, just movies. Period. Endgame.
I think, yeah, for me, I have to go with Captain America: Winter Soldier. I felt that one felt like a genuine comic book movie.
That was good.
That one felt really. I mean, the first one was kind of like it seemed too like tacky. It felt like a World War film, but it was good. But this one, if you actually like wanted to see a comic book based on a good movie, this is a movie that I would highly recommend people watch because it's really good. It's like it's funny.
The first Avenger movie, that shit was good, man.
Yeah. Batman and the Killing Joke and the animated one. That
was really good. Yeah, that's all
I did not like that one. The Killing Joke, the animated one. I just didn't like it.
I mean, they could have made it.
I loved it.
Everyone, but my problem with it felt rushed. It really did. It felt hella rushed.
They probably could have taken more time, but yeah.
I think it needed more tweak, but I mean, voice acting was head on. It was great, but like story-wise, I felt it was.
As far as animated, honestly, DC has the better animated ones than Marvel.
Dude, DC, they kill it with their animated film. That's
why
I'm like.
Batman Under the Red Hood. Holy shit, that was.
Oh, Jason Todd, dude, I love that one. That's the same guy who voices from Supernatural. That show.
Jason Ackles. Yeah. He was perfect.
That movie's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That thing is fantastic.
That movie was so good.
It's so good. The action scenes are dope. The dialogue is fantastic.
It's fantastic.
I think Batman though needs more work, but
yeah, he's all right. Batman.
It's such a great story. The only thing I didn't like about it was I didn't like John Domingo as a Joker. I felt like I hear Bender's voice in his voice.
yeah, maybe, but like the last scene where he's fighting Jason, Dude, that shit.
Because he even saved Jason Todd, but Jason Todd just disappears, and that's the last thing we hear about. Which that's how it should have ended. Yeah.
Because he asked him, he's like, why didn't you kill him? He's like, if I cross that line, I'll never come back. He's like, I'm not talking about Penguin or Dent or Two-Face or Two-Face or Riddler. I'm talking about this piece of shit right here. He's like, I'm sorry, Jason.
Just him.
Just him.
I think
it was so good. It was so good.
I think for the most part, when that film came out, it looked very good, like a regular DC film. Because I don't understand. DC animated films, they're done by Warner Bros. Some of them are. Yeah. And they just do fantastic jobs on them.
So good.
Yeah. There's I saw Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. Their anime series. I can just name a couple. There's a couple of my favorite DC anime shows. Justice League, Static Shock.
It's really good.
There was
Batman. I like that too, but when Batman came out of retirement.
Oh, when he fights Superman.
Joker was locked up in a mental asylum.
Yeah, the Batman Returns. Yeah, those were good.
Batman Returns. The Batman and Robin. I like Teen Titans is good too. I'm surprised.
That was good. The original, yeah.
Oh yeah. Really good.
I think, for the most part, I think DC does a phenomenal job.
Not the
I think for the most part, I think animated film wise, I think DC can hold it.
They fucking kill it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Live action though, they need work.
They need work. Yeah, but as far as the Batman Returns when he fights Superman, that shit was fucking. I just like
it was a 2-part series, right? It was a 2-part sequel. It was
the dialogue was so good when he was fighting him at the end after he beats him. He's like, I
didn't like the designs of it. Looked pretty.
The designs could have been better. Yeah.
Yeah, they looked like too. They made Batman like he was big. Not muscular.
Yeah, fat. But I like after he beats him, he's like, I want you to remember the one that he beat you. Yeah. I was like, damn, that's something Batman would say.
I still gotta watch some of the other DC films that come out. There's one with the other the new Teen Titans, Damien, Beast Boy, Beetle. I haven't watched those yet. Those are just the newest one that came out recently was Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, I think I might have seen it. I'm not sure. I'm not good, but
it looks good. I want to check out because I think DC with their animated films are gonna do a phenomenal job. So
they do. They always kill it. Yeah. What was it? Justice League Crisis on Two Earths when their evil twins come out.
Brother Blood, I think it was called, but
remember Crisis on Two Earths. This when the evil Justice League comes out and they fight each other. That shit was sick.
Huh.
Yeah.
That one sounds interesting.
Yeah, evil. It was evil Batman versus good Batman. The evil Flash versus the good Flash.
There was the Batman movies too, and for them. And one not voiced by the original Batman voice actor. It's a different voice actor where it's Damian Wayne.
Oh, that was yeah.
Yeah, dude, I hate that Wayne. I don't like that Batman Robin. I hate that.
He's alright.
I do not like.
Damien. Damien is like an asshole.
But then I'm like, but then apparently in the newer films they made him better, which thank God.
Cause he was a dickwad just because he's Batman's son.
Well, technically he was raised in the labyrinth pit.
Yeah. Him and Talia al Ghul's fucking son, Bruce's son, fucking yeah. My favorite Robin is probably Dick Grayson, the guy that's Nightwing. He's probably my favorite.
Yeah, he goes that way.
I like Jason Todd too, even though he kind of he becomes an anti-hero when he becomes Red Hood. But
I think Tim was out of all the Robins who acted
Tim Drake.
Tim was probably a better ideal Robin because
he's pretty normal. Yeah. There's so many good stories. So many good stories with them, like when Joker tortures Tim Drake and makes him be basically turns him into a Joker. That shit's sad, man. Mm-hmm. And it took him. Batman brought him back, but it took him forever to. Yeah, he was scarred. He was scarred mentally forever. Fucking
and then they brought him back in Return of the Joker, which I thought that was a bomb.
Oh, man,
especially off a TV show, but that was good. I think that was the best death scene from the Joker I saw. Where
man. Joker has tortured a lot of Robins, man. Tim Drake, Jason Todd. He never got to Dick though. Dick could be the next Batman if Batman ever died.
There might be comic books. I gotta find them, but yeah, regardless, I think it was good.
But, Dick Grayson, the first Robin. You think the most mentally stable, toughest, probably the best. He could probably replace Batman.
Have you seen that new Harley Quinn show that just dropped?
I actually haven't seen it, but I need to.
Dude, if you get a chance, I have reaction videos on it. Dude, it's really good. It's fucking epic.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
It's more like a comedic kind of show, but it's just basically Harley Quinn. She has different DC characters. Let's really check it out.
Yeah, but what else is good? As far as Marvel, they had the Avengers cartoon series. That was good.
I feel Marvel.
I'm waiting for them to drop their live action shows on Disney Plus.
I know they haven't came out yet. We're supposed to be dropping like next year or this year.
Loki, Falcon, and Bucky and shit like that.
Yeah, Bucky, Winter Soldier and Falcon. That's gonna be good.
Loki,
the Scarlet Witch show. That's gonna be good. I can see that. And then there's I think what's gonna happen. But the problem is too, like a lot of these movies, like the next Marvel movie supposed to drop is Black Widow film.
Yeah, Black Widow.
That's coming out in November, and then next year I think their plans are because Marvel apparently with this virus and shit, it's like really going downhill.
Yeah, they don't have time to do shit for the quarantine. But as
far as time to work, so I guess
that's true. As far as like the next big movie,
I'm still movie I'm waiting for Marvel. New Mutants. That movie has not.
Oh yeah.
That one's been delayed like I don't know how many times, and that shit has not been dropped on Disney Plus or Amazon. It's been on hold for so long.
Yeah, but I feel like Spider-Man's gonna take charge as the new head of the new Avengers. They're probably not to introduce.
Well, remember, they almost lost him because Sony didn't want to negotiate contracts with them, which I understand, bro. I would back out too. And if I was in a situation where they wanted 50% of everything, like.
Oh yeah, but as far as like. They're gonna have to introduce some new people. Hopefully, they get like maybe Nova and maybe Luke Cage, Power Man.
I want Carnage.
Carnage.
Yeah, he's owned by Sony. I forgot. Yeah, Venom's still owned by Sony. So
I hope somehow they get him. Venom, obviously Carnage.
The newest Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse 2, which I want to see that one.
Oh man, that was good. But
the first one was good, dude. I loved it. I was like, I thought it was gonna be like a shitty animated film, but no, it was really good. It had a good story.
Like
the Black Spider-Man Miles, and
that was really good. They gotta do the next generation. Like, what's his name?
I bought the soundtrack too. Like, dude, the soundtrack is amazing. I love it.
Oh yeah. Tom Holland. He's like he's the next Robert Downey Jr. Hopefully, he can lead the next wave of Marvel.
But I feel like they're gonna in a few years. I feel when Spider-Man gets old enough, they're probably gonna replace him because the problem with Spider-Man
is too small.
Yeah, they not that, but they want to keep Spider-Man at a young age, because the whole point of Spider-Man, he's not supposed to grow up. I understand they made comic books where he does get older, but they want to keep him young. I don't know why.
Tom Holland is too like he's not
like
serious.
He's like 22, I think.
He's not like serious enough to me to be the leader. They need like a bit bigger.
Here's a problem. Here's my why I don't like Tom Holland as the new Spider-Man. He looks too like cool. He looks too cool.
He's too much of a kid. Like if I want him to lead the Avengers, he's gotta be a man. Like Iron Man.
Bro, imagine if Tom Maguire was still Spider-Man.
Oh fuck, that'd be sick.
Plus he looked like Spider-Man.
He's a man. Like he could have been a leader.
Yeah, Tom Holland. Like I feel like they got like a cool nerd. Like who anyone could want.
He's too much. He's too sidekicky. He's too much of a
Andrew Garfield too. I did not like him as
he was fucking trash.
Did not like him.
He was trash.
He looked way too. He looked old. On top of that, he just didn't have like the
trash.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe use Tom Holland for now, and then they skip a couple years until a bigger Spider-Man who's more of a man. Like so, Tom Holland is too small of a guy. It's a problem.
He's 24, so he's my age.
Yeah, he's like body type is too small. Like I want Spider-Man to be a little bigger, look a little older, be a man. Like he's the leader of the Avengers. But like
apparently too, he's up for roles to play Drake in Uncharted. Apparently he's up for roles to play that character.
That'd be cool.
I think he's a little too young. I think he should get someone else, but
probably someone bigger too. But
yeah.
But I heard The Last of Us is apparently gonna try to start on HBO Max.
I heard that's been rumored. I guess they actually got a cast already. So,
bro, I wonder who's gonna play Joel, Ellie. Fuck,
they're gonna make a show out of that.
Wow. I think that's gonna sell me enough to get HBO Max.
I think the problem is, but here's the thing. I think if you're gonna base a TV series off a game, it has to be good.
It has to be.
I think they're just doing it way too early because Last of Us, it is a good show, but like I feel that. It's not a good game, but I feel like making it to a show is not good. Like it's
gonna be hard.
It's hard.
Yeah. Who's gonna be Joe and Ellie, man? Obviously,
I think they're gonna find. I think they found actors already. You just look it up.
I hope they look good enough, like look similar enough. But as far as obviously it can't be the voice actors because they look nothing like them. But, like Ellie, the girl that plays Ellie is like this pretty blonde lady.
Her character, her celebrity face supposed to be based off Ellen Page, another actress who looks exactly like her.
She does. That'd be cool if they got her. She looks just like her. But
yeah.
As far as Joel,
I'm checking my phone.
Nah, same. Mine too. My computer's kind of get out.
But as far as Joel,
but that'd be interesting though.
I would love to see that. I want
the clickers. Imagine the clickers on live TV.
I feel like it's gonna be interesting because
the bloaters, the infected, the action. I don't know, man. The Fireflies. I'm gonna check it out.
HBO Max, but maybe find ways to watch it.
Yeah, I think
that's how I must do my shit. I watch my shit like
I hear Neil Druckmann, the director of the game, is gonna be director of the show. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, he's a master, obviously.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I know HBO Max, their streaming site just dropped, and it's pretty good so far. They're dropping some new shows.
Yeah. We got a lot of good shit going. But what other things? Well, you guys have anything you want to talk about before we close it out?
I think I'm kind of good right now.
I'll say this again one more time. I think you guys know I'm going with this. If you're gonna go out, please be safe. Wear your mask.
Wear your goddamn
mask. I'm an American.
Wear your goddamn mask.
Wear a mask. Cover your face.
Yeah, man.
Please.
Wear your fucking mask.
Oh, and go Lakers.
Yeah, Lakers.
Man, please, Lakers.
I have the
take the win this year.
But yeah, win or rain Lakers. But yeah, guys, I think that's like the ending scenes of this podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed, man. Subscribe to Wildcat. Check out his content. His shit's always in the description. And then follow John. His shit's always in the descriptions too. And go Lakers.
Boodle Chargers.
Episode 4 of J&J Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed, man. We'll see you in the next one. Woo! And we're offline. See you.
Stay safe, everybody.